get it underway. Here we come. All right, first face-off opening this one. Komets lost 2-1 last night. And Nikiforov is the kid who's going to be driving us crazy. This little Russian kid, he moves along like a high-speed water bug. The kid is unreal. Here we come, big face-off. Komets get the draw. Kick it back to the D. They've got it there. Komets hanging on to it up the middle. Here comes Crowder. Good lead pass. He passed on through the zone. Crowder heads into the corner, goes after his guy. It's kept in the zone. Komets put it off the side of the net. Crowder's got it back around the wall. Here it comes. Schaafsma. It bounced away from him. Now they go after it, breaking back out. Here's Nikiforov at center. He's nailed on the play nicely as the Komet D-man takes care of business. That would have been Hamonic. Here they come, another one way up in the air. Down it goes, bounced over the stick of Schaafsma. In he goes, jamming hard, trying to knock Archambault off the puck. It's up the middle. Komets slide it up the wall. Comes all the way to center. Szydlowski pops it over the defense. In it goes as Crowder around behind the net, drives his guy off the play. Komets hold it up from the point. Here's Cody Soul out front. They try to get it, can't play it. Broken up for a moment. Up ice it comes as McCadden on as the first line change, has the puck inside the line. Komets tip it back out to center. Here they come, trying to move it. That goes deep into the corner, and Komets have it back up the wall. McCadden couldn't hold on. Intercepted by Jared Knight, and here comes Quad City back. Fort Wayne knocked loose, turned right back into the zone on a good move by McCadden, who's standing right up at the blue line and making it work. Here they come into the zone. Komets up front again. Look out. They got trapped off the line. Soul got caught, but they couldn't finish the play, lose their edge, send it back in the corner, and we have an offside call against Quad City at the Fort Wayne blue line. 18:32 left in period number 1. There is no score, and this is Komet hockey.
Hey, Komets fans, what's been a tradition in Fort Wayne for more than 50 years? Komet hockey, of course, and so has another homegrown favorite, Sunbeam bread. Baked right here in downtown Fort Wayne, delicious, nutritious Sunbeam bread has been making the best sandwiches for young Komets fans since 1957. Sunbeam is the best tasting white bread around, and kids love Sunbeam because it's softest and stays softest longest. So pick up a loaf of Sunbeam bread today and go Komets!
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Komets try to get a puck moving out of their own end, but they're very slow on the wall, and they finally clear it to center ice. They scrum for it at the line. Komets D picks it back up. Newcomer Severud moving it to center. Now flipped way up in the air, knocked down by Niedermiel down in his own zone. They shovel it back in the Komet corner as it'll be Severud back with the puck, feeding it on the side of the net, and they just let the goaltender Nagle handle that one, and that's where they're going to end up. This game just underway, 17:45 still to go, period 1, no score, as we change them up again. All right, ready for the face-off. Look out, they fight for it in the corner, played out behind the net. Here we come as good lead pass to Crowder. He lost it, but he got it back. In we come to Szydlowski. Sid rips it in behind the net. Crowder chased it down far wall. He got a piece of it out front. Couldn't finish the play. Recovered there, and back comes Nagle. Quad City still deep in their zone, dropping it off behind the net, trying to open it up on the right wing, and here they come all the way to center, opening wide on the left wing, rumbling down. Nagle trying to get a play, taken off nicely by Hamonic. Scramble at the goal mouth, got a man up front, working hard for it, and what do we have going here? Nothing yet, but it could be. Nagle gets a stick pretty high. And they will just settle that one down right there with 17:10 still left in the second period. We're scoreless. Shots on goal, 1-0. They, at the moment, happen to favor Quad City. We have not had a shot yet. All right, now we're ready to face it off to the right of Nagle in the Fort Wayne zone. Got a little loose there for a minute, but they got it picked up. Sam Warning now going to the draw, around behind the net. Here they come back, can't make the play, chipped up in the air. After it instead is going to be the Komets Saul. Nice bang on that one as Paul Crowder runs it up ice in a hurry. Komets send it into the zone. as Saul is run at, but he makes sure that he gets Gibson off his back in a hurry. Here they come, Fort Wayne zone, going back in a hurry. Komets are there. Weber back up the middle. Lead pass at the line. Leo Thomas going in wide left. Drive wide of the net. And that one deflected up onto the screen, so the faceoff will stay inside the Quad City blue line. We've got a couple of shots, but you got to hit the net if they're going to count them as shots on goal, and they haven't been doing that. Let's get some on net and make this kid work. Musika is a good goaltender. He played out of his ear last night when he had to. It worked out pretty well. Now we're ready. Face off one more time as Baptista is in the face-off circle. Thomas growling at somebody down there, and we're back at it. Trying to make it go into the corner. Baptista got it on his skate, couldn't make a play. Up the wall, and take a look. Back in the corner, all the way around behind the net. Nobody in the far corner. Goaltender takes a move as Musika sends it back up the right wall. Komets had a piece, couldn't hold it again, and it's center of the intercept. Here we go, back into the zone. Round behind the net, cleared wide behind the goal, recovered there as Monfredo up with the biscuit, moves out. Komets intercept in the zone. Good forecheck that time as it's Thomas who's got it. He lost it as it's wrapped off his stick, and right now trying to get out of their own zone will be Quad City by 1, by 2. Lead pass, Fort Wayne zone. Eberle, he's nailed on the play. Komets get it back. Short pass going into the zone. Komets recover again at center ice. Fed into their defense. Cross rink, Hamonic back up the wall, and they try to move it. Szydlowski is there. Cross rink he comes. Hamonic over center. Turns it back into the zone. Hamonic wrapped by Eberle. Takes care of him out in front of the net. Here we go. Crowder to the corner. Chased off the puck by Kantstedt, but he can't get it done. Crowder's got it back. Here he comes. Still has it out at the point. On the wall left side, trying to get it in front of the net. Low rebound out front. And there'll be a penalty call against Quad City. Crowder was unopposed heading for the net. He got hooked right off the puck. 15:25 left, period 1. No score, Komets and Quad City. And let's see, the perpetrator is going to be Nagle.
Nagle, 2 minutes hooking. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 35 seconds. Quad City's 9.
All right, 4:35 the time.
At
Power play Komets. They get the first break of the match, and the face-off is inside the Quad City zone. What a chance to cash on the first power play of the night. Ready, set. Thomas going for the play, but it's up again. Knocked loose nicely there in a hurry as the Komets come right back with it. In goes Kyle Thomas. If he could have handled the puck, he'd have had something going. But he fought it, and it just wouldn't set up for him. Now behind the Fort Wayne net, it'll be Cody Soul. Coming back with him will be Kyle Thomas and also Leo Thomas. Lead pass going in left wing all the way to the corner. Trying to set it up as winger out front. Nice save as Musika cut the corner off, hangs onto the biscuit, and takes the whistle. All right, 2-1 now. Shots on goal favor the Komets. It's their power play at the moment. 14:55 to go here in period number 1. Komets and Quad City. Komets off to Wednesday night after this one. They'll need the rest. Pochero now, the draw. Komets have it. Look out. Here it is. So up top. Played now deep into the zone, and now around behind the net trying to break out front was Barzik. Barzik tried to get a shot away, didn't get it. And they couldn't get the pass where they wanted it. Out front on the high side, hanging on nicely as Musika jumps up and flags it down. We have 14:10 to go. Hey, by the way, fans, the Komets hope that you will participate in the CityLink bus stuff. Next week's games on the 23rd, 25th, and 26th. What you do is bring non-perishables that'll be sent directly to the Community Harvest Food Bank for the less fortunate in our area. We'll tell you more about this as time goes by. Komets with a face-off. Szydlowski up top. Drive came off the far wall. Can they keep it alive? No, they couldn't, but a good hit by Southorn took his guy right off the play. Szydlowski's got it now behind the net, works his way back, moving it up the wall, nicely stroked into the zone. Here we go to the corner, all the way out in front of the net, picked back up, hit down deep in the zone. Weber comes up with it. They get a man out front. Puck went high in the air, hung on to. The Komets have it at the point, down the wall left side. Whoa, up top. Here we go at the net, and trying to reach for it. Crowder couldn't get it. Komets get it back at the point again. to the right point. Here's Szydlowski. He's there. Shot saved as Musika hanging on. 32 seconds still on the Comet power play, and they change them up again with 13:56 to go in the first period. Here we're scoreless, and this is Comet Hockey.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement, and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Comets keep the puck alive in the zone. Now they lost it. It's kept in again by the Comets. Saul on the point, lost that one, but the Comet defense is back making the cover. Instead is going to be Weber. Will was cruising in the right spot, and the biscuit came right to him. Here we come, back at center ice again. Going deep into the zone now, as kept alive nicely by Cody Soul, who squeezed the wall. Drive off the side of the net, back into the netting. And again, it will be a whistle and a face-off as the power play is over. Both teams are back at full strength, and the Comets could not notch one. 13:09 still on the board, period one. The Comets and Quad City, and this is Comet Hockey.
Elwood's Appliances is Fort Wayne's most trusted source for quality GE appliances. Family owned and operated, Elwood's Appliances has proudly served the Fort Wayne community for more than 40 years and is Fort Wayne's very own GE factory authorized scratch and dent appliance outlet. Get quality, service, and price that the big box stores just cannot provide. Whether you're looking for one appliance or a whole house full, look no further than Elwood's Appliances, 2808 Lower Huntington Road in Fort Wayne. And visit ElwoodsAppliance.com. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, Comet scrum for it. It's cleared finally to center ice. Sevelrud picking it off for the Fort Wayne defense. He's the University of Alaska defenseman. Now Comet's back in again. All the way left side, dropped up into the trailer as Bélisle sets it up. All the way up top. Oh, and letting that one go on by was Hamonic. Boy, he had a great pop at that one. Now he's gone deep. They're going to get away, and they grab him down in the corner, taking him right off the puck. Here they come up top. Can't get the shot away. Down deep into the zone, as it will be the Comets moving it. Got to hustle. Go, go, go. Turn back up the wall. Here's Southorn. Southie can't get it. He's checked off the play. Back they come on the wall. Knocked loose. Comets get it back. Go, give it to him, but it's a puck played with a stick above the shoulder, and they'll take a whistle, and the faceoff will stay inside the Fort Wayne zone. Comets hanging onto the puck, looking around way too much when they have plays to make, and the D is setting up on them and picking their pockets. 11:56 still on the board. 5-1 shots on goal now favor the Fort Wayne Comets over the Quad City Mallards. We're almost halfway through the first period. Leo Thomas for the K's in the draw against Poshiro. Leo's got it again. Here we come. Saul behind the net. Oh, way too hard all the way to the point right side. Down in the zone it comes. Way to go. Nagle saw it coming. Headed off, cut the corner, and grabbed it before they could get it back out in front of the net. And the faceoff will stay in the Fort Wayne zone off to Nagle's left. Changing them up again as Gary's flopping them as quick as he can here, trying to keep it going. Baptista heads into the center spot. He will make the draw this time against Jacob Knight. Knight gets the draw to the right point. They send one through out in front of the net, and another one. Nice save there as Nagels waits for his guy. Can't play it. Here we come. Comets coming back. Got a pass. Attaboy. Passed a little late on a weak backhand. Is trying to move back out of the zone. That time Baptista. In they go. Fort Wayne zone one more time. Sevelrud makes the play up the wall. Lead pass came cross ring. Come on, guys. You got to handle those. Now into the zone we go. All the way up top. Here it is. Drive. Save. Rebound. Another save. Picked back up. Picked to the corner by Bélisle. Bélisle sends it across the front of the net. Doesn't hit the target. And at center. Comets try to get it. Oh, my. Bad defensive move. In they come and score. As Beaupre got beat completely in front of his man just at the blue line. He made a weak stab, never got anything on it at all. And at 8:53, it's Quad City on the board. Should have never happened, but unfortunately it did. This is Comet Hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Look out, they're at it again. And down they come into the corner, got the rebound. As Nagles didn't know which way to go. Comets back here. Southorn with the puck, starting out of his own zone. Pass good at center. Szydlowski, and it comes to Crowder. Crowder gets around with the D, holding him up as Niedermayel. Round they come again. Comets survive another check in the corner as Schaafsma's got it. He dangles it again. He's on his knees, and he's still got it. Now around they come. He's pinned to the boards hard by Warning, but he gets away one more time. Here's Schaafsma with it, looking for help. Up top, shot saved, dribbled out front of the net. Comets have it again. Couldn't finish the play. Saul going in, forcing his guy, held out front. Here's Schaafsma looking again. He takes a look. Around it comes, deep on the far wall, Crowder. Crowder at the point. From the point, the drive goes wide. Right side, here comes Saul, deep right, down off behind the net, made the play. Looking up the slot, Schaafsma all tied up, goes behind the net, played by Fort Wayne, turned off to Saul. Here's Cody out front, but it's blocked as Coldwell in the right place at the right time stepped into the pass. Back they come. It will be icing called against Quad City. 9:35 left in the period. It is 1-0 now, and it is in favor of Quad City. This is Comet Hockey.
Are you looking for a new truck this year? Look no further than your Chevy and GMC dealers. The redesigned 2016 models are made at the GM Fort Wayne Assembly Plant. The proud men and women of UAW 2209 put quality first when they build your truck. You'll see the quality shine when you buy a new 2016 Chevy or GMC pickup. Union labor puts quality on the road every day. UAW 2209 members continue that quality tradition. See it for yourself in your new truck, built by your friends and neighbors in the UAW.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, back we come as Quad City heads into the Fort Wayne zone, tied up down the wall left side, trying to go to the corner. Puck comes loose. Comets get it back, and they're looking for some daylight, trying to dump it off the wall to the breaking guy who happened to be Weber, but he couldn't get there. Now here we come back up the middle. Nice lead pass to Barczyk. Barczyk dumps it deep into the corner. After it goes Kyle Thomas around behind the net, watched for his guy, but icing is called before they could get to it. So the faceoff is all the way back inside the Comet zone with 8:47 left. It is period number 1, and we are down 1-0. So here we come, changing them up again. Barczyk taking a look. It will be Thomas who goes to the face-off, tying his guy up. Up it comes, and the Comets were just a short bounce away from getting it. Back up they come as Barczyk couldn't reach it. This one in the Fort Wayne zone, and they get a man out front again. Blocked. Now out it comes to center ice. Comets couldn't finish the play, and what do we have? Whistle, whistle. And this one is a what? Waiting to see what the referee is going to decide, and it is going to be, he hasn't said. You know what we'll do? We're just going to take ourselves a little time out. This is Comet Hockey.
You're grilling for everyone on game day, and people are hungry. More than that, they're hangry, and it's 95 degrees out, and they're thirsty. That's right, people are thrangry. They need to chill, and that gives you an idea. You remember Coors Light is filtered and bottled cold, so you pass some cold ones out. Suddenly, it's like they're snowboarding in the majestic Rocky Mountains, speeding away from the peaks of Thrangry and down the slopes of oh yes. So they make with the cheering and let you get with the grilling. Well done. Now it's time for your Coors Light. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Great beer, great responsibility.
Midwest Gloves and Gear is always in full bloom and boasts a broad line of garden gloves and accessories that suit any gardener's needs. Midwest's full garden gloves product line features a wide variety of yard and garden gloves, all in the latest fashion-forward designs and colors. The garden accessories line features garden tools, hats, kneeling pads, bags, footwear, and much more to help make sure your garden always stays in full bloom. From head to toe, Midwest Gloves and Gear has you covered, and we've been growing with you for over 50 years. Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri.
WOWOAM, Fort Wayne.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Up in the Fort Wayne zone to the right of Nagle. On the draw, in for the Komets, Leo Thomas gets it again, back around the boards. And it goes right down on net at the other end as Masiko makes the save, pushed it off into the corner. His D-man, Nidia Mel, picking it up, and they work their way right back up ice. Now coming through Manfredo at center, into the zone by one man off the far corner. Man in front, look out, drop there. Another one, scramble at the goal mouth. And the Komets now move by one. After it is Thomas. Leo's after it again, drives his guy off the play. We had a broken stick on that one. Now they dump it back. Fort Wayne zone. Cody Soul turns to center. Turned over to Manfredo, but here come the Komets back into the zone. Drive as Szydlowski, following the play, was kind of hoping to get a pass. He was in a good spot, but they ripped it off instead. Here they come, and into the zone, deep off into the corner. It's Archambault, couldn't handle the pass. Around the wall it comes, and held at the point right side. Coming across, trying to get a shot away, nothing going. And we have a slow whistle on, so they had to get back out of there. Come on, guys, we got a free spot at this. Come on. Oh, that's great. So Southorn completely misses it. Power play time, of course, is still on for Quad City, and here on the attack is Coldwell coming back in the neutral zone inside the Komet zone, and man, they blow right by the Fort Wayne D all over again. Nedamiel trying to get a pass, can't get the shot, turned off behind the net up onto the screen. The whistle's there, and they'll face it off in the Fort Wayne zone. 32 seconds still left on the power play. So we'll see where we go with this one. As Cure was given the penalty for Fort Wayne. Face-off stays to the right, to the left of Nagles. We got it. Here we come. Soul after it. Now he starts out, dumps it long all the way back inside the Quad City zone, and they just leave it there. And back on the attack, Coldwell coming up the middle, lead pass at center. Warning, breaking to the line, goes off left wall. Look out, they're right up front. He came across the zone, and what do we have here? And they finally get it cleared to center ice. And trying to intercept with his guy going deep was Barzik, and Barzik almost steals it, couldn't get it. Power play's over. We're back full strength, back on the attack. It is going to be Coldwell coming to the Fort Wayne line, off into the corner. Komets have it back. Weber looking around. Has he got help? He better give it to somebody pretty soon, which he does. Everybody skated away from the pass. Turned aside as Tony Collins picking it up, going to the zone. And they score another goal, getting by the Fort Wayne defense. We're looking at 2-0 right now, as again the Komets turn it over in the neutral zone. Shame on them. The time of the goal, 13:48. And it's a 2-0 lead, so I hope Gary's got the alarm set on the Fort Wayne bench. This is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, so the K's with some work cut out for them all over again. Now they're trailing by 2. And we don't really need that, but that's apparently what we've got. See if we can get this corrected right now. We've outshot them 8-6. They've outscored us 2-0, and it's time for us to get back in the spring of things. And Here's Cody Soul going cross rink back up the wall. They throw it away momentarily, but in they come. And the Komets caught deep into the zone as they've got it back again. Now dumping it wide. Leo Thomas to the corner. Drive in front of the net. Nobody on a rebound. Warning clears to the corner, and back up it comes one more time and turned up the wall. Going to the left wing, it's Knight coming out for Quad City. Lead pass around behind the defense. Here comes Warning trying to get it to the corner, and he's hammered on the play as Leo Thomas got him, and they're going to call Leo for a penalty apparently at the same time as soon as the Komets can recover the puck and they get it back. So here we come, and let's see who gets the call on this penalty at 14:41. It'll be Thomas, I would imagine. And what do they got him for? Boarding? Give me a signal. Yep, they give boarding to Thomas. Looked like a pretty good hit down there, but we didn't see it. It was too far off. 5:19 left in the period. Another power play coming up for Quad City. And the Komets are coughing up way too many power plays. Back to the left to Nagle. We're back into the face-off again. Nagle looks for the draw, sent around behind the net. And the Komets are just one step behind what they have to do. Turned wide at center ice. Komets come up with this one. Into the zone we go. Here it is again. Komets try to play it down into the corner. They can't find the players. They're all tied up. They're really stick-checking them hard. Turn back off the wall. Whistles blow. What do we have coming here? We have 5 minutes left in that surge period of play. I am aware of that. And what's he going to do? Make another call? Yep, this one is going to go to Nikiforov. And what are they going to make the call on? We'll check it out for you.
Quad City penalty to number 71, Vladimir Nikiforov. 2 minutes hooking. Time the penalty 15 minutes. Quad City 71, Nikiforov. 2 minutes hooking.
All right, so we're playing four-a-side for 1:42 right now. Crowder back in, forward Wayne on the draw off to the left of their goaltender, Masiko. Komets have it here. Sid with a shot. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Let them go out there. Make them work for it. Off the side of the net again. Crowder going in now, tying his man up. Bangs him hard off the puck. Sid goes in, drives his man loose. But up with it and on the move. Nagle coming to the Komet line. Off into the corner. Hurry. As a bad pass by Southorn. Dumped it through his legs right to the trailing checker. And once again, here we come. As it's going to be Quad City with the biscuit again around behind the net. Where's this one? Turned wide, but right back into the checker. They come walking right out in front of the net. Good defensive move by Harmonic, or they'd walk straight out front. Come on, guys. If you don't hit somebody, they're going to walk all over us here. Here comes the puck up high, all the way left side. Shot saved. No further action. As hanging on to the biscuit there was Nagle with 4:09 still left here in period number 1. We trail it 2-0. Nice crowd tonight. We must have a good 7 or better in here. And the K's are tonight, they are what I would call lethargic. 9 shots on goal. See if we can get a little life in this place here. Carry in now for the faceoff for Quad City as he goes into the draw working hard. Quad City picks it up, sends it back in the corner. Trip down in front of the net. The Komet forward, Baptista. Here they come at center, one-on-one. Going in hard. They look for help. Drive off the side of the net. Never hit it. Turn back in the corner. Bang. Big elbow there as they nail Bélisle with it. And here comes Quad City back the other way, waiting at the line. Come right out in front of the net. Now they go to the left wall. A kick save on the play. Kept inside the zone. Good hustle, and they keep it alive on the wall. Cody Soul going in, fighting for his guy down the boards. Got everything except the puck. Now here we come again. Weber nails his man. They keep it alive. Save Nags as they're having lots of problems just trying to get out of their own end right now. 3:25 left here in the period. 2-0. Quad City. We're going to have Komet President Michael Franke up between periods 1 and 2. And we're going to have Joe Ernst, who's the cop of the league between 2 and 3. And we'll see what's going on. All right, Komets with it. Up the wall, left side. came cross rink. Now out they come at center. Lead pass tipped nicely into the zone as Kyle Thomas on the wall jams his guy Coldwell off the play at the point. Here it is. They are crowding the front of the net. Never got close. Back it comes. Lead wide left into the zone. Eberle, he's got a couple of goals already. He almost got another one. Here we come. This time moving is going to be Beaupre at center. He meets his guy right at center ice, stood up there by Eberle, and around behind the net. Quad City, full of confidence right now, are going all out. Komets come back with the puck anyway. Into the zone we come, and offside was the other winger. That was Schaafsma. They couldn't do a thing till he came back onside. Oh, he almost steals the puck, can't do the job. But there's a long drive by Niedermiel onto the Fort Wayne net, kicked away nicely, and the Komets have it back. Once more, Hamonic coming out to center ice. Over the line, dumped into the corner. Crowder going hard down the wall. He's got it. Slides it behind the net. Szydlowski there. Where's the point man? Now they got a point man sent back down in the corner as it's Saul who pokes it away. They got a shot high over the net. Saul going far left side, looking. Sends it behind the net. Picked back up. Crowder's there. Out front, he looks. What a save on the play. Oh, my. Masiko, how he got it, I'll never know, but he did. And Crowder just puts his head up in the air and says, no. Wow. 2 minutes left. Period one. 2-0 in favor of Quad City, and this is Komet Hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being and take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, it's Quad City with a puck down deep in the zone, still hanging on, trying to find a guy up the middle. They got him, couldn't hold him, and they drive it out to center ice, but again recovered by Quad City. Here they come at the line, handled there, and up comes Carey with it, driving it into the Fort Wayne zone. Look out as they get beat to the puck on the wall. Now they're coming out at center. Picked back off, taken away that time from McCadden. Back in the Fort Wayne zone. The Fort Wayne defense trying to work it up again. Sending it high in the air, but it's knocked down nicely by Eberle. He comes off behind the net, and now the Komets trying to join the rush and get up top on this one. Here they go into the zone, and here's Kyle Thomas saying, where's my point man? He doesn't have it yet. Now sends it back blindly into the corner. They pick it off. Here they come, moving as Archambault to the Fort Wayne line as the Komets on a good back check break it up. Now they're moving the puck a little bit. Let's keep it going. Way up in the air, they sent it over the defense down deep into the corner, and a nice forecheck by Bélisle took his guy off the play, but Quad City up with a loose puck at center. Lead past Eberle into the zone. He goes off into the corner. It's Beaupre. Beaupre behind the net, and the rookie Sevelrud with it for Fort Wayne came back up the wall. At center, driving in is Bélisle. Bélisle hard to the left side, all the way behind the net. Crowder in is ridden off the play. Back with it comes Quad City as Niederforoff coming up at center. Nice hit as the Komets break it up at the line. Now sent back to center, but a good forecheck by Crowder. Took his guy Niedermiel off the puck again. Komets keep it alive. On the corner, down they come. Komets have it again. Taking a look. Picked off now by the Komet Schaafsma. The buzzer goes before they could get a shot away. So that's the end of one. 11-10 shots on goal. They also favor the Quad City Mallards, and the scoreboard says 2-0 Quad City. This is Komet Hockey.
If you're looking for a way to see the Komets for less, then you'll want to read all about it. Find coupons on Komet ads in print editions of the Journal-Gazette and News Sentinel for seats in the Fort Wayne newspaper's extra section for only $8. Save $5 per ticket with your extra section coupon. For more information, check the latest edition of the Journal-Gazette or News Sentinel, or visit Fort Wayne Newspapers downtown on Main Street. Pick up your coupon today for extra special savings on the Komets, courtesy of the Fort Wayne Newspapers Extra Section. Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report, presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All right, we are here. You are there. Here's the way it happened here. Not good. 2 goals were scored. and they were both scored by the same rascal who was bothering us last night, Tanner Eberle. His first goal of the night came at 8:53. That was 1-0. His second goal at 13:48. That's 2-0. We also got outshot in the first period, something we don't normally do. And the penalties, well, at least nobody got a power play goal, so we can be thankful for that. The special team seems to be working. And as long as you got some things going, there's always a chance to get the corrections out and get this thing back where we want it. Penalties in the period. Nagle had a hook at 4:35. We couldn't touch it. Cure also picked up a penalty as the period waned on. And then finally it was Thomas for boarding at 14:41. And then it was Nikiforov who picked up a holding call or a hooking call at 15:06. So the shots on goal, as I say, 11-10. They favored the Quad City Mallards here at the end of one complete period of play. So we've got to get it organized, don't we? And in a hurry. Let's see if we have anything from around the ECHL. I want to give you this reminder, though. Fans, the Komets hope that you, all of you, will participate in the CityLink bus stuff. That's next week's games, 23rd, 25th, 26th. Please bring non-perishable food items that will be sent directly to the Community Harvest Food Bank for the less fortunate in our area. This has always been an exceptionally successful presentation, as Komet fans really generous as can be trying to make it work. And we've had some record amounts of non-perishable foods the last year or two on the bus stuffs. And let's try to see if we can make it another record this year, eh? Would be fun. Keep moving the bar. Keep moving the bar. That's what you have to get done. So that's our story here at the end of one. We should have scores from around the ECHL momentarily. In the meantime, take a break. This is Komet Hockey.
Emergency Radio Service is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. Communicating with your fleet of vehicles across the state of Indiana just got easier and safer. Turbo Connect from ERS is a wide area two-way radio system offering talk, text, and GPS fleet management throughout most of Indiana. Turbo Connect meets Department of Transportation regulations for hands-free communications and gives you the peace of mind that you can communicate with your fleet without distraction. Reach out to ERS at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584 or online at www.trboconnect.com.
It's the Dodge Boys here from Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and we're excited. It's our spring clearance event. Hey, Ryan, tell us about it.
Matt, spring is almost here, so you need to get ready for the warmer temps with class and style with a brand new Chrysler 300 sedan, loaded with every option for only $260 a month. Also, returning lessees can get an amazing deal on the four-wheel drive Latitude for only $258 a month.
I like it. Hey, Casey, I know you have more.
That's right, Matt. I sure do. It's also truck month, and you can drive home a brand new Ram Tough truck starting at just $199 per month. That's right. Crew cabs and quad cabs for only $199 per month. And this month we have a great deal on the Do Anything, Go Anywhere Jeep Wrangler for only $299 per month.
That's awesome. And we have some spectacular deals, and it all starts at GlenbrookDodge.com.
That's right. You can shop our entire 700 vehicle new and used car inventory and all of our big spring clearance event specials right from your mobile phone. Great deals on cars, trucks, vans, and minivans are a click away.
Check us out on that's right for you.
Spring American flag are always online at GlenbrookDodge.com.
Auto Care on the Go is auto care that comes to you. We built our business from the ground up based on integrity and honesty. Your vehicle will be professionally repaired on site by Auto Care on the Go. Our certified master mechanic team has over 28 years of auto repair experience. Auto Care on the Go will repair your vehicle and your activities never stop. Call 574-200-9945 or visit www.autocareonthego.com. Auto Care on the Go. Proud sponsors of the Komets, an auto mechanic service to fit your busy life.
5 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, but thanks to advances in treatment, I survived. And when I look back and see how far I've come, you'd think the last thing on my mind would be a checking account. But a new checking account at Fifth Third Bank can help fund Stand Up to Cancer and their cutting-edge research. This groundbreaking initiative is helping save lives. Like, for instance, my life. Learn more at 53.com/SU2C. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank.
Member FDIC, Stand Up to Cancer is a program of the Entertainment Industry Foundation, a 501c3 charitable organization.
Meet bros Jake, Kenny, and Paul.
I got next, okay?
I guess. They may seem like just a bunch of couch potatoes, but rest assured, something profound is about to take place. Because at any moment now, Jake, Kenny, and Paul will crack open an energizing can of Mountain Dew Kickstart. And regular bros, they will be no more. Holy moly, it's happening! The exhilarating blast of dew and juice is entering their mouths and percolating through every facet of their existence. Before you know it, they'll be rolling on out of here, sliding across the dance floor as if it was strewn with the peels of bro-nanas. Then this trio will spend the rest of their waking hours whispering sweet, sweet broetry into the ears of any dame that will listen. And listen they shall. These guys are bro-fessionals. Let's do this. We're coming, world! It all starts with a kick. Mountain Dew Kickstart with dew, juice, and just the right amount of kick. Now available in 6 flavors that taste good. Yum.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, 'cause we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years. Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All right, we're looking at the Komets trailing 2-0 after the first 20 minutes of action on a couple of goals that were really unnecessary. Both of them were turnovers of their own. Well, one was a turnover, one was just a big defensive error, and that put them in the hole. And before Pat Nagle knew what happened, they were sitting right in his pocket. For you who maybe have missed it and were out and about and didn't catch it, Indiana moves on in the NCAA tournament as they get the big win over Kentucky, 73-67 tonight. Hoosier fans reveling all over the place, including my very own, my daughter Karen, of course, an IU grad. And she's sitting in the press box with me tonight. Came in from Denver to kind of give a little health and comfort to us on the weekend and rally around the family. And she's a happy camper, I'll tell you, no doubt about it. Why not? Tom Crean's worked hard. He's got a pretty good team. They're winning some big ones right now. Let's hope they can keep it going. Indiana teams are dropping like flies. In fact, a lot of the favorites, including most of the Big Ten teams, are getting wiped out. So we'll see where it all goes. Looking around the ECHL, we're busy here tonight. Let's see what's gone on so far. Wheeling is at Kalamazoo, leads 2-1 with 8.5 in the second. Adirondacks at Orlando. Orlando leading with 14 gone in the second. Greenville's at Atlanta, 12:30 in the second. 2-0 Greenville. Manchester at Elmira. Elmira the leader there with 9 minutes left in the second, 2-1. At South Carolina, they lead Florida 1-0 halfway through the second. Evansville's in Toledo, and they lead the Walleye 1-0, and the second period had just gotten underway. Reading is at Norfolk. They lead Norfolk by 1-0 with the second period halfway over. And, of course, Quad City here leading the Komets 2-0. Whoops, eh? Brampton's at Indy. Hey, they're leading Indy 2-1. That with 1:10 left in the first period of play. At Wichita, they're hosting Missouri and lead them 2-0. And that again halfway through period number 1. So those are the reports of other action tonight around the ECHL as we try to keep it close for you down the line. And 2-0 here in favor of Quad City. We'll take care of that in just a little while. Right now, we'll be visiting with Mike Franke in just a couple of moments. Meanwhile, this is Komet Hockey.
With 16 locations throughout the state, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown Komets team and proud of our roots. For more than 30 years, we've helped thousands of Hoosier families establish their roots with a mortgage loan. When you need a mortgage that is simple and straightforward from a name you can trust, be sure to stop by any of our offices or go to www.ruoff.com. Ruoff Home Mortgage is licensed by the Indiana DFI. License 10994. This is not an offer for extension of credit or a commitment to lend.
The brand new Bar 145 is now open on North Clinton Street right beside Baker Street. And you can enjoy gourmet burgers and even build your own with over 200,000 combinations. Their menu also offers classic bar dishes that have been kicked up a notch. This is the hottest new bar in town with excellent food, craft beers, and perfectly aged bourbon, plus a custom-built patio. The atmosphere is ambient and energetic with live entertainment from the best bands in the Midwest every Friday and Saturday night. Bar 145 is Fort Wayne's first gastropub. Bar 145, burgers, bands, and bourbon.
Whether you're attending college for the first time, hoping to complete the degree you put on hold, or thinking about pursuing a graduate degree to take your career further, your goals are possible at Indiana Wesleyan University. Attend class at our Fort Wayne location or online and reach your full potential without sacrificing your personal priorities. Your future is waiting at iwudegrees.com. IWU. Anything is possible.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
White ice is being flooded, and of course after tonight the Komets have until Wednesday off, and that's going to be an extremely welcome set because they have been going like crazy over the last games. Almost a $9,000-mile road trip. It has just been crazy. But on the 23rd of March, Wheeling will be here at 7:30 on the Walleye back Friday night. That's an 8 o'clock game. And Al Sims makes what could be his final appearance in his hockey history here on the 29th, or correction, the 26th. We will be having Evansville in here on a Saturday night. Then we have one on the road. That'll be at Cincinnati on the following Tuesday, strangely enough. And then April 2nd, Indy's here, Evansville here on the 3rd, Quad City on the 6th. We're at Indy on the 8th. Indy's back here on the 9th, and that concludes the regular season. And wow, where in the heck did this year go, huh? Before you know it, it's over. But it's been an enjoyable one so far, and it's been a magician such as Gary Graham, the Comet coach, has had to be. He is, I believe they said they've had 48 different players in uniform so far this year, which I believe is a new record for the Komets because of the call-ups, the injuries, and a whole host of misfortune more than fortune. But right now the story could be much better because it appears San Antonio has struggled their way to working their way out of a playoff berth, which means that we have about 6 players in San Antonio that could be reassigned here in just the right time to give us a real pop at a darn good playoff run, because we got some dandies up there. We've got some injured ones here as well that we're still waiting to get well. Concussions seem to have been the worst of it all. They have been very, very difficult to control. And we've got 3 players on the shelf now with concussions. And then, of course, Trevor Cheek gets a call up midnight last night. Gary Graham scrambling again to find players to fill the holes and get the right guys to make it work. And it has not been easy by any means, I'll tell you. Pretty tough to make it work. But they're winning, which is the important thing, in spite of all of these shortcomings they've had going. But we'll make it, no problem at all. The important part is just around the corner, and they call those the playoffs. Well, we'll see how the playoffs go. In fact, Mike Franke is just fresh back from his first playoff game. Did we win?
I don't know, Bob. Was that it? Were we out there in the first period? I didn't see us.
Where are we, by the way?
I don't know where we are.
I was a little disappointed only because after last night, we needed to go. Now, this is one of the best skating teams we play all year.
Yes.
In Quad City. Man, do they go. And that little Nikiforov.
Yep.
Man, he is positively a rocket.
Well, you remember him from Bloomington.
Yes.
Over in the Central League in the UHL, or the IHL, actually, IHL 2. He's a fast player. That Tanner Eberle.
Yeah.
He's given us
great
a
player
fit tonight, too.
And last night.
Yeah, Terry Ruskowski's teams always work hard. And when he is short of talent, they still work hard. And you don't mess with Terry Ruskowski.
No, you sure don't.
He's
honor off the ice.
Yeah, he's a taskmaster. He's a tough guy, and he's also very well respected. And you know, every night you play one of his teams, they're going to come at you.
His players work really hard for him.
They do.
Really hard for him.
They really do. And sorry, I'm a little late. I was down in the McMahon Tire is down there tonight. And I was looking for Pat, but, you know, he's retired now.
Yeah, he is.
So he wasn't there, but his son Bubba is down there, and they raised some good money for a good cause. And, of course, we've got next week the Community Harvest Food Bank collection, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We hope all Comet fans will bring non-perishable food items to the games next Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. The need is there. It's amazing. We had lunch about 10 days ago. I had no idea the number of trucks that leave Community Harvest Food Bank every day to go out into the outlying areas and to supply food to the needy.
You know, if you're not a recipient or close to one, you're a little different economic strata. It's hard to tell people in this area how tough and bad it really is, and there's some real sad cases here.
There really are. They need all the help. So hopefully all Comet fans, Bob, will pitch in next Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and bring something, whether it be a or whatever. That'd be great, and it'll go to good use.
Indeed it will, and we want you to fill the bus. Let's fill that bus.
Yep.
Michael, thanks for stopping.
All right, Bob, thank you.
We'll be back in a moment for a second period. I thought it was the fourth period. Second period about to get underway. This is Comet Hockey.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital and Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Comets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Comets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Go. Second period about to get underway. Crowder looks, comes up with a draw, sends into the defense, but they gave it a soft pass, didn't work. Instead, it's Archambault going to the front of the net. Look out, right out front, hanging on Nagle. As the mini-mite there, Nikiforov, down in front of the net, but he was all wrapped up by big old Justin Hamonic, and he couldn't get a stick on the puck. So we'll face it off to the left of the Comet goaltender, Pat Nagle, one more time as Nackstead goes in. And Crowder tried to get it. Nackstead's got it. Look out. This one cleared wide to the corner. Szydlowski's got it back. Drops a little pass to the trailer. Into the zone. Here we come into the zone hard. Bumped off the play that time, Crowder. Down in the zone. Good hit deep on the zone. And up comes the puck to Quad City. Breaking out the left wing. Moving out to center. Good pass as Nackstead heads into the zone. Gets around the defender. Up they come again. Front of the net. Look out. This one goes wide. Dumped loose. Comets can't play it. They scrum for it. Can't get it again as unable to handle it was Southorn. Now he's got it. Southie coming out. He gives it away right in front of the net. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Pat Nagle. What a save as Southorn coughed it up right in front of the net. Nobody between the goaltender except one player with a white jersey and the puck on his stick. Woo-hoo! Thank you, thank you. All righty, let's try to get over this and get it going here. In for Fort Wayne, Leo Thomas gets another draw. And another bad pass by the defense. Came back out. Here we come, Cody Soul going over center ice. He's bumped down into the corner as Gibson kind of backed into him. Back up they come. Komets on the forecheck. We got to get a little more serious and also a little more physical if we're going to make this thing work. Here it comes to center. Komets get it back. Turned into the zone as Weber gets hit as the defender getting on by his guy. Now Weber back, makes the move to Saul. Back to Weber at the Komet blue line. Kay's trying to advance it into the zone. They go. Goes right to the side of the net and hanging on to the puck, Masiko. Komets come breaking in there in a hurry, but there was nothing left as he cleaned it up before they got there. 18:28 still left in period 2. 2-0 in favor of Quad City. This is Komet Hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Faceoff stays inside the Quad City zone to the left of Masika, the goaltender. Baptista looking for the draw again. 2-0. Quad City. Komets have to get at it. All right, here we come. Moving all the way cross rink. It is Quad City dumping to neutral ice. Now look out. They chip it back to the defense. Beaupre sends it wide. He gets it back. Break. Here we come. Go. Nice lead pass. Checked right off the stick of Baptista, and they're coming back. Komets recover again, though. Cross rink. Go again. Turned wide all the way to center. Nicely flipped into the zone. Wide of the net. Masika trying to see where the traffic's coming from. Good forecheck by Fort Wayne. They try to keep it alive in the zone, but here they come to center, and one more time. Nice pass into the zone. Baptista going wide. Sending it off left wall. Up top. Drive. Save. Rebound wide. Komets couldn't get covered up in time to get a rebound recovery. Here they come back into the zone again. We have a whistle on the play. Komets apparently offside. 17:25 still on the clock. Couple of good moves there by the K's. The speed of the Quad City Mallards and their forecheck has given the Komets no time to set up for any reason at all. They're all over us. Komets will get another draw. Now into the zone. Here we come. Tip deep into the corner. Komets caught offside. Crowder had to come out. Here we come again. Crowder in hard forecheck. Chased his man around behind the net. Dumped by Gudbranson up through center, and the Komets trying to get it back. At center, Komets have it again. Leaning on it, Fort Wayne lookout up the wall, and at center, Komets couldn't hold that one either. In it goes. With the puck is Harmonic, tied up his guy on defense. Southorn in it, slides right on by Szydlowski on the front of the net. Hanging on again is the Komet goaltender Nagle. 16:53 still on the clock. As the Komets are frustrated. Very frustrated. As Quad City just sitting all over them. See if we can get something better going here on the corner now. Harmonic came back up ice. Nice lead pass at center. Schaafsma on his way. Goes in. Rims it around far side after it. Szydlowski ties his guy up. Puck still on the half wall left side. Komets have it front of the net. All the way across far corner. Here's Schaafsma trying to get a play at the point. The drive turned out. And that time Masika didn't even see it. He was in the right place, right time. Here they go, deflected out rather than in that time. It's Szydlowski at the corner. Here they come one more time. Schaafsma. Schaafsma looking. Sid in the hole. Breaks in. Drive. Save. A rebound. Another save. This guy's playing out his ear right now. Here it is. Szydlowski. Drive. Save again. Komets keep it in. Left wall. Back in the corner behind the net. Harmonic. Turned wide as Schaafsma sends it deep. Behind the net, it is Southorn to Schaafsma. Back to Southie. Southie, a little pass in front of the net. Here's Crowder up top, and it's deflected. Komets hold it in. Wide drive, hanging on. As the goaltender Masika right on the money with the angle. So we have still 2-0. It is in favor of Quad City. 15:54 to go. It's period number 2, and this is Komet Hockey.
Want to know what makes the new Tim Hortons croissant breakfast sandwich so special? Some say it's the delicious savory sausage. Or is it, as they say, this ooey gooey cheesiness? Or maybe the fluffy egg omelette? But we all know what makes it extra special. The buttery croissant. Baked fresh in le restaurant every day. It gives your mornings a va-va-voom. You must try the new croissant breakfast sandwich. Just $2.99 plus tax from the Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting breakfast, amazing coffee. At participating U.S. restaurants, prices may vary by region.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Okay, we've got a Quad City offside. So the face-off is outside the Comet blue line with a 15-minute and 38-second margin to finish the period. Shots on goal, 16-11. Comets are increasing their intensity, but Mr. Masico is unconscious. Comets take another draw. Cross rink they come, up the zone. Saul at center, gives it away. Now picked back up by Quad City. Spinning off the forecheck, Manfredo going deep. Feeds it back up the middle. Comets break that one up on a good back check that time as Weber got a piece of it, couldn't hold it. All right, here they come, going a little deep, now putting some pressure on his guy, Barzak. And Quad City in no hurry with a 2-goal lead. They'll wait for the right moment and the right guy. Still behind the net, trying to work their way out. Good lead pass came all the way to Warning on the right wing. Comets get it back. Into the corner they come. Driving it wide, came back up the wall. Comets try to keep it alive again. Weber couldn't hold it. Now they've got it back into the zone. Saul, tied up down the wall, is trying to jam it all the way back in the corner. Barzak. Comets, quick line change. Out they come. Quad City behind the net. Niedermayel still with a biscuit waiting around. They're not sure whether to chase him or not, and he's waiting, and he'll stay there all night if he has to. Here they come back up the wall. Good wide pass at center. Knight, 4 of them, breaks through the line. This one came all the way back to the Fort Wayne blue line, all the way into the zone, and they try to back in and control the puck, and that didn't work out too well. But here we go with Kyle Thomas at the net. The shot wide. They got a man out front, couldn't get a play. Trying to get the puck was Baptista, couldn't hold it. On the wall, right side, Baptista after his guy. It's knocked down at center ice. Comets chase it down, cleared by Beaupre to his partner. Back up they come. Waiting way too long that time was Sevelrud. And up comes Quad City with the puck. They hold it in the zone from the right point. Back in the corner. Severud gets a hit on his guy, and it's all the way back to the point again. Comets are chasing now. Sevelrud coming up. Short pass up the wall. Good move, and here come the Comets. On the move at center, Baptista. Into the zone. He's got a trailer. Couldn't find him. Slapped into the corner behind the net. Running hard down the wall. Bélisle comes up with it anyway. Now they fight for it deep. Belisle's got it back, and did they keep it in? Yep, Southorn. Score! We had a deflection somewhere in front. Southie pulls the trigger. We are on the board at 6-3-2. You never know what happens when you shoot the puck. And I don't know whether Southie got it all the way. It could have gone off one of the Quad City players as well. We'll have to wait and see how they make the call. But we're on the board. Maybe this is just the beginning. This is Comet Hockey.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Comet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Well, that didn't take long. We're now tied at 2. Schaafsma came down, got a beautiful pass, banged it home. Let's see who gets the assist. That came 6:32, Southorn 6:50, Schaafsma.
Once again, fans, on the first Comet goal scored by number 10, Jordan Southorn. Assist number 52, Louis Bélisle at 6:32. Fort Wayne, Comet goal. His 20th of the season is scored by number 22, Jamie Schaafsma. Assisting on the goal, number 20, Paul Crowder. And 19, Sean Szydlowski. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 50 seconds. Comet goal scored by 22, Schaafsma. Assist 20, Crowder, and 19, Szydlowski at 6.
Just thought you might like to know. So back come the Komets. We got a brand new hockey game, and all of a sudden the puck started to go in the net. And what do we have here? Net about tipped over that time, as knocked down into the net was the Komet goaltender, Pat Nagle. They're going to straighten it up, get the anchors where they want them, and the faceoff will come back into the neutral zone, I believe, when time and play are resumed. So 12:30 left in the period, and we're down to a 2-2 tie. Southorn at 6:32, Schaafsma at 6:50, and we have it officially here. And the big line got it as Schaafsma picked up the goal, and the assist went to Crowder and Szydlowski. Face-off, neutral ice, played by Quad City. Niedermayel with the draw. Back it comes, Fort Wayne zone. Now look out. Came back up the near wall. Who's got it? Nice pass out the middle. Lead pass going hard to the corner. Bélisle. He's there. Shot wide of the net. Belisle's got it. They keep it alive in the corner. Beaupre took a little space up there that time. Picked back up. Here we come on the far wall right side. At the net. Shot, save again. Where's it coming? All the way to center ice. Severud skating back to make the play for Fort Wayne. He's taking a look. Moves it back up the wall. Gets a give and go pass. That a boy out of the zone. That's where you want it. Komets feed it wide. Couldn't hit their breaking winger again. And they send it deep into the zone. Komets can't handle it now. No handle on this puck, but finally cleared by Beaupre back all the way to the Quad City blue line where they pick it off, and it's centered by McMillan back into the Komet zone, trying to get a man in front of the net. Oh, great save, rebound, score. Where was the defense? Boo. That came at 8:27. Back in the lead now, Quad City. Back in the lead, Quad City. Oh, my, huh? Well, we'll get it back. We're on a roll right now. We'll get it back in a hurry, I do believe. Right now, this is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local, independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, here comes Quad City down in the Fort Wayne zone. As Cody Soul all tied up, Komets come up with the puck. Here's McCadden at center, lost it, turned wide, kicked inside the Quad City line. Komets get it back up the wall. McCadden after it, trying to go deep, beat to the play by Coldwell, and around behind the net, kept alive. Here's Soul, cross ring to Weber, back to Soul. Cody fires wide, missed the net. Boy, their bodies all over the place right now. Picked back up. Komets have to go on a chase. Will they get it back? Instead, it's held by Quad City's carry behind his own net. Dropped off onto the play. Gudradson makes the move. Back up and on the break again. Here comes Knight to the Komet line. Drive. Nice save. Hanging on and covering up Pat Nagle. We're looking at 3-2 right now. And again, it is in favor of Quad City. We should have a ruling on the goal for you momentarily. And here it comes. The goal was scored by McMillan. That we got. And the assists were to Naxted, and the other assist went to Archambault. Komets trying to move it back up the wall. Loose with it and on the move. It's Bélisle. Bélisle at center. Whips it all the way inside the zone. On the forecheck, Baptista trying to make a move. Tries to steal it on the corner. He's got it. Now looks. He's chased off the play by Neo Middle, and round they come the other way. In front of the net, came wide. Komets cruise in on the half wall left side. Up the middle, drives. Wide again. Beaupre on the point right side puts it back in the corner. Komets couldn't get it, but here we are moving. Baptista trying to come front of the net. It's poked away by the defender, and out come the Komets after it one more time with a long forecheck. Instead, recovered by Monfredo behind the net for Quad City, and turning wide, it's Niedermayel coming up on the right wall. At center, Komets, oh, they do keep it alive. Here it is, oh, right at the net on the money as Southorn puts a long one on him. And he was going one way, Masika, and all of a sudden he had to go quickly the other way to make the save. 20-14 shots on goal favor the Komets. We've scored twice in the period, so we're still winning the second period 2-1. See where we go from here. So while we have a moment, let's take a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
Does your high-interest debt make you walk a financial high wire? Conquer your fear of heights with an amazing balance transfer at Partners First Federal Credit Union. Simply transfer your high-interest debt to a Partners First Visa and get 0% annual percentage rate for 12 months and stop the balancing act. For complete details, just go to partnersfirstcu.org or visit any of their 7 Fort Wayne locations. Promotion runs through March 31st. Some restrictions may apply. A one-time 2% balance transfer fee for each balance transfer applies. After the 12 promotional billing cycles, a standard variable APR applies. Rates, terms, and conditions are based on an individual's creditworthiness.
Save on gasoline and get free Komet Hockey tickets. Get a Marathon Visa card at any Marathon station and earn up to 25 cents per gallon rebate. Also, pick up a Komets fill-up card and earn a buy one, get one free ticket offer to any Friday night regular season home game. At Marathon, you can earn a 25 cents per gallon savings on gas and a free game ticket. Marathon, fueling the American spirit. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Culligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, Komets keep it inside that Quad City zone as Schaafsma going deep, tying his man up. Puck squirts loose, recovered, and here they come. Archambault coming back at center, sends it into the Fort Wayne zone, around behind the net, touched up by Southorn. It is an icing call. So back we go inside the Quad City line for the draw. 9:28 to go in the period. Komets have scored twice. Southorn at 6:34. At 6:50, it will be Schaafsma. And then back comes McMillan at 8:27. All right, here we come again. Who's got it this time? Out front. Turn cross rink at the goal mouth and knocked down hard in front of the net that time was Schaafsma. He was really picked off by Gibson. Here they come at the line. Sent deep into the corner. Here's Southorn. Back up the wall. Into the corner that time. Good move as Hamonic cut his guy loose. Up the wall. Here we come into the zone. At it again. And behind the play, they didn't see what was going on with Hamonic. But he keeps his head, makes his play, as he got nailed pretty hard. Back it comes into the zone. Take a look, going across the line. Here it is, front of the net, trying to tip it in the corner. Crowder. Komets up with it again. Turned wide up the near wall. Going deep into the corner. Carey can't play it. And what do we have here? Penalty call. It'll go against probably the Komets. And it'll be a slash, I believe. At a time we don't need a penalty. Mo is starting to go for us. 11:19. The time of the call, and it's a high stick apparently. And the culprit is going to be Szydlowski.
Second, Komets 19, Szydlowski, 2 minutes flashing.
So we have power play again coming back for Quad City. Into the faceoff. It'll be Sam Warning. He heads into the draw. Komets get the pick and around in front of the net. Komets have it back. And here comes the penalty against Quad City for slashing the stick out of a Komet player's hand. And Saul having a couple words in the conversation here. So at 11:24, we're back to even again, I believe. And we'll check that one out for you. So we erase the power play.
Penalty to number 25, Alex Goodbranson. 2 minutes flashing. Time of the penalty is 11 minutes, 24 seconds. Quad City's 25, Goodbranson. 2 minutes flashing at 11.
All right, let's see what we can do here. 4-on-4 with a face-off inside the Quad City line. Here we go up the wall. Came all the way into the far corner. As it's Kyle Thomas following his man back around the boards. Out at the point left side. Here it comes on the half wall, going deep behind the net. Unable to handle that one again was Kyle. Thomas couldn't play it. Now he's back. Pushed off by his man. It's going to be played instead by Cody Sold. He took a lot of space there. Still got it up the wall. Thomas fights hard. He's nailed down by Carey, but still had the puck. Now taken away. Niedermehl behind his own net starts to move a little rush up ice for Quad City. On the right wing, Knight comes to center into the Fort Wayne zone. You got to play him a little higher. Weber nicely nails him down behind the net. Knight takes the play. Komets are back. Up they come one more time. into the zone, going wide. Baptista looking, no help. Whoa, puck came out. Can they make it go? Couldn't get it. Komets are back. Now they're starting to skate again. Picked back up as Beaupre sends deep into his defense. Cross rink we come. Sevelrud back to Beaupre. And Sevelrud had it back. Now they throw it away at the Quad City blue line. Recovered there, and Quad City trying to find their way back up ice. Long passes all the way cross rink. They come to the line. Broken up nicely that time by Baptista. He goes for it, and it's going to be Sevelrud getting away from his check. Come on, you got to move it. Yeah, you can't carry it. You got to move it, buddy. Here they come again. Fans are getting on the referee now. Thought they had a holding call. Here's Baptista taking the outlet pass, going over the line. Tips across the defense, goes in for replacement, line change, Fort Wayne. They're both playing shorthanded for the next 10 seconds, and then the Komets will have a short power play. Not much, 3 seconds. Here comes Quad City back into the zone. Schaafsma going in. They walk right out in front of the net. Komets try to get it back, and they have it. All right, here we come. Back up ice. Lead pass, got a breakaway. In they go. They're there. Shot scored. Komets are right back at it again. And this one goes to Szydlowski. So Sid's got us tied up 3-3. And the time of that one was 13:28. Now we got a brand new hockey game all over again. 3-3 on the board. Sid gets the goal. This is Komet Hockey.
Have you had an MRI and later were shocked by the high cost of your copay? Your out-of-pocket insurance cost can be 3 times higher depending on where you go. Call us first. Find out your estimated costs before your exam. And if you don't have insurance, pay as little as $4.25. Why pay more? It's your choice where you go. Choose from our 3 locations: Auburn, Decatur, or Fort Wayne Open MRI on Lake Avenue.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, Nagle gets an assist on that goal. Here come the Komets back up ice. Cody Soul is run over but gets his guy, and there's a slash right in front of the referee. Therefore, we will have power play time. Yes. And the culprit is going to be Mr. Knight. Jared Knight will take 2 for a slash. All right, let's get some more going, guys. 13:57. The goal, Szydlowski. The assist go to Southorn, and Pat Nagle picks up an assist on the play. So we're trying to improve our lot. Let's see if we can get it done here, huh? Maybe we'll just do that. Face-off deep inside the Quad City zone, off to the left of their goaltender, Pat Masika, PJ. Crowder into the draw as he'll go in and lean on the biscuit with Pochiro. Coming at you. What a time to get another one. That would be a backbreaker and a momentum builder. Komets have scored 3 times here in the period. Pat Nagle kind of wandering around his goal. They were waiting to make sure he was where he should be. There's still conversation going at the Quad City bench as the coach is saying, hey, tell me more about that. As it was, you know, there could have been a call on Knight earlier as he jumped right on top of Saul's back. Saul flattened him pretty good, and when Saul was skating away, Knight took a couple of 2-handers at him right in front of the referee. Here they come, back in the corner, recovered by Coldwell. Coldwell came back to the Fort Wayne blue line where Southorn's got it. Bad pass, came back up the wall. Come on, you got to think. Here we come. Szydlowski picks it up, and the Komets have it into the zone left side, down into the corner. Berzik bumped off the play. Front of the net, it came wide. Nobody could get to it. Back is Southorn on the play. Come on, Southie. 1 forecheck. It's Nackstead, and here come the Komets again. Around behind the net, left wall, pinch the boards, and you got something. Here we go. Out front, they look for it, and they can't play. They're caught again. Coming back, Sid in a hurry, trying to cover his winger. At the net, shot, save. Komets with it again. Up the wall. Let's go, let's go. You got to pay attention. And the Komets are just not getting the job done again. Here's Southorn. And Southie's going to get caught, gives the puck away in front of the net. You knew it had to happen, and he did just exactly that. And up we come one more time as it's Schaafsma. The lead pass, good, dumped off from the centerman Thomas down in front of the net. Here's a bouncing puck. Who's got it? Schaafsma again. He's got it one more time. Here he comes, taking a look. He's drawing him in. Coming to cover the point is going to be Cody Soul. They're looking for help. Don't have it yet. In front of the net. Bounced off a stick, out at the wing, out at the point. Soul back on the half wall in the corner. Bad pass. Here it is, and he had a broken stick on the play. Komets keep it in. There's just 20 seconds left in their power play. Here we come again. Down front of the net. Right wide of the goal. It dribbled through as they had the front of the net stacked up pretty hard. Down goes the puck inside the Fort Wayne zone. 10 seconds still left. Let's go. If you got a rush left in you, let's do it right now. You don't wait. They wasted the time, so that's it. Here we come, back up ice, moving hard to the line, going in deep. Beaupre trying to play it off the side of the net. Beaupre in the corner, runs his guy off the puck. Round they come, far wall. Bélisle trying to play it, and decked on the play. Beaupre in front of the net. What do we have? It's a little conversation now as McMillan gets in the middle of whatever it's maybe not going to be. So there'll be coincidental minors coming up on this one. And it came at a 16:06. As it will be McMillan for them. And for us, it'll be. We'll get them posted here in just a moment. We'll let you know. At 16:06, both penalties called. And we'll get the call here.
For Quad Cities, number 6, Darren McMillan. Komets, number 3, Gabriel Beaupre. Each 2 minutes roughing. Time the penalty, 16 minutes, 6 seconds. Quad Cities, 6 McMillan. Komets, 3 Beaupre. Each 2.
All right, so they're playing four-a-side again with a face-off inside the Quad City line. We're tied at 3. Komets have scored 3 times in the period. Southorn at 6:32, and then back comes Schaafsma at 6:56. Szydlowski at 13:28, and it's obvious your last name has to start with S if you're going to score for us tonight. Here comes Quad City, though, down on the corner as they positively fool the D as they waste a couple of them trying to get in the zone. Got to hit somebody. Archambault behind the net. They jam for it, miss it. And the Komets are not getting to it at all. Let's go. Coming loose at center. Here we go at the line. Into the zone, hard to the corner. That trailer on the play. Here's Sid. Looks, can't find anybody. Spinning away, dumping it deep into the corner. Nice move that time, as it is going to be the Komets came out the left wing and in front of the net, knocked loose, and back up ice they come again. Komets on the forecheck, turn them away as Weber goes in hard, chased his man Manfredo around behind the net, and it's now recovered by Niedermayel, and it will be slowly worked back up ice by Coldwell at center ice. They try to step into the passing lane. That didn't work. Here they come, steaming in hard as Knight. Front of the net, he's pushed off the play, and a bad pass by the Komets on the outlet. Turned wide, right back it comes. Fort Wayne zone, broken up for a moment. It's got away and tripped behind the play that time with Schaafsma, and it's left off the far wall, turned down the left side. They got a man up front, couldn't make a play, hanging on Nagle. No further play. 2:31 left. It is period number 2. We're tied at 3, and this is Komet Hockey.
Hey, we have some good news for the new year. Eating a little better just got a lot easier. Because Applebee's took grill and bar favorites you love and made them a little better for you. Stop by today and try our new grilled onion sirloin with stout gravy, shrimp wonton stir fry, or hot shot whiskey chicken, starting at $9.99. All of the bold flavor, less of the calories. Only at Applebee's. Price and participation varies.
Bees Late Night means half-price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m.
WOWOAM, Fort Wayne.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Komets now back with a puck, head for center. Trying to stick handle his way through. Barzik couldn't make it work, and into the defense. Here we come. On the move, Severud coming towards center. Good lead pass into the zone. Here we come one more time out front, and they can't get a shot away. Drive on net. It's recovered, by Eberle, who's got it back out towards center as he's picked off on the play. Here they come, Fort Wayne zone. Long shot into the Comet line, turned off behind the net by Coldwell. Comets back up ice into the zone. Kyle Thomas put it right back in the feet of the forecheck. Boy, Thomas is having a terrible. He works so hard, he just can't get anything done tonight. Here we come again. Down they come, Fort Wayne zone. Move it. Out at center, Thomas has it. Cross rink gets deflected, back out at center. And here we come. Quad City back into the zone. Wide right side, Archambault to the net. Can't get a shot away. Where is it? Recover. The Comets looking around. Nobody moved on the puck. Now back up ice we come, trying to drive it as Bélisle. And it came loose in front of the net. Comets have it. And they're looking around. Nobody to play. Dump it deep. In we go. All the way to the corner. Hard hit. Behind the net, Comets have it. Weber sends it loose up the far wall. Still they fight for it deep as Weber comes back on the point. Comets have it back again. Looking at the net, the drive, save, and no further play. Getting a little physical down in front of the net. No further action. 53 seconds still left in the period. We have a 3-3 tie, and they're trying to get the little bit of pressure on Masico, and it just didn't work out. It was right down in front of the net time. Batista waiting for a rebound, but it never got to him. All right, time running out in the period, but we have a tie hockey game, which is important here after the Comets' first period. Back we come again as Crowder heads into the draw. Crowder trying to tip it out in front of the net. Didn't work. It's picked by Niedermayel, and up the wall they come. Good forecheck. Comets break that one up. Here it comes again. Weak pass, and here they come. Fort Wayne zone. All the way to the corner, trying to get a shot away. Man out front, they got to cover him. Now the Comets come back with it. Crowder, nice lead pass, going to the line. Schaafsma going wide right side. Look, he's got help in the corner. He's still got the puck. He's still got the puck. He's still got the puck as they had knocked the stick right out of his hand. Crowder down in the corner. Schaafsma fights for it with Crowder. They bang away. Crowder's getting cross-checked like crazy out front. Hurry up, let's get a shot. Went wide. They just couldn't organize it to get the shot away. Now the Comets are back in with 8 seconds left, and we have offside. So with the offside, 8 seconds on the clock. 3-3 on the scoreboard. Comets and Quad City at the end, almost at least, of period number 2. And we're going to have the ECHL cop Joe Ernst up with us for a while, see how things are going. Face off back in the neutral zone, outside the Quad City blue line. All right, into the zone. Quad City with 3 seconds, 2 seconds. One shot on goal, kick to the corner. Move it wide across the net mouth. Goes no additional action on the play, and right now it looks as though they're looking to get a little rumble going somewhere, and Weber steps in the middle of that one. And Weber just waiting around to see if there's somebody that needs a little attention, and he's more than willing to hand it out. And this could be a dandy in the third period because somebody's going to get nailed. All right, everybody heads for their respective dressing rooms now, I would imagine. I think it was Goodbranson, we'll check it in a moment, who was doing all the mouthing there. It was. And I think Weber's letting them know we have another period to play. Don't go too far away. Very interesting. Anyway, we're tied at 3 at the end of 2. Comets and Quad City, and this is Comet Hockey.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital and Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Comets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Pass on your love of gardening to your children by letting them explore the garden with Midwest Gloves and Gear's full line of Nickelodeon products. SpongeBob, Dora, Diego, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are featured in Midwest's Nickelodeon line of products, including gloves, hats, watering cans, buckets, tools, and much more. When you need gloves and gear, think Midwest Gloves and Gear. Chillicothe, Missouri. Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
So we are here, and we have a brand new hockey game with 20 minutes for somebody to prove who wants it. First period was pretty shaky for the K's. They're outscored in that first period 2-0. Komets come roaring back in the second period. First goal, Southorn, 6:32. Second goal, Schaafsma, 6:50. Third goal, Szydlowski, 13:28. We have a 3-3 tie. And that leaves 20 minutes of hard work, nothing to leave in the tank. Komets have tomorrow off. Let her fly, boys, and let's come up with 2 tonight, huh? We'll see how that goes. We outshoot them 14-8 in the first period. They had outshot us in the second period, rather. They'd outshot us 11-10 in the first period. So that's got things pretty well evened up here as we look on down the line. But a lot of hockey to go, and these guys have been growling at each other pretty hard here at the end of 2. And I could see Goodbranson maybe having a bit of a rumble. And I would pick, if I was going to pick somebody, it just might be Weber. Will had a great conversation, and Will's partner, Cody Soul, had a conversation with a couple of them. And you don't dare do something stupid when you got a 3-3 game and you have to win it. So regardless of what's said, trash talk, can't score a goal. Staying on the ice possibly can. So we'll see how this whole thing washes out here in just a couple of minutes. We'll be back as Joe Ernst will be my guest. Don't you dare go away. This is Komet Hockey.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Renegade with legendary Jeep performance and incredible fuel economy, starting at $17,995 minus incentives. Also now on the starting lineup is the all-new redesigned Ram Rebel. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is a new crowd favorite with a muscle to back it up. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Hellcat. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. O'Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
If you treated your smartphone like greasy fast food treats your body...
Should I hang the picture here?
A little higher. Yeah, perfect.
I'll get the hammer.
No, don't be silly. I'll use my phone.
Wait!
You'd have no way to watch cat videos. So say no to greasy fast food and treat your body to the new rotisserie-style chicken sandwich from Subway. Made with tender, hand-pulled, all-white meat chicken raised without antibiotics. With your choice of fresh veggies on freshly baked bread. The Subway Sandwich Shop. Fresh is what we do.
Once upon a galaxy in a world far, far ago.
This party is lame. There's no cool kids here.
But, Dad, you planned the party.
You're right. I'm tired of being in the doghouse. The other dads were laughing at me and throwing cats. That's seriously bad.
Since Father Figure was concerned with his approval rating, he knew we needed to act fast.
We need someone to bring the fun stat.
How about me, kids?
Get out of here, you. You're bat poop crazy. And besides, I'm 43.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
Well, we dodged a rubber chicken with that one.
Now, since Father Figure had incurred the wrath of the Clown Mafia, he knew he needed to overcompensate and get some cool points fast. Oh, yes. Cool points are like gold. Pretty shiny gold.
I need to call Tag Art. Give me that phone, Joey.
It's Tommy.
That's what I said, Frank. I'm dialing 456-6999.
With that, Father Figure was instantly connected to Tag Art, where a whole list of service options were laid out before him. Caricatures, face painting, costume characters, stilt walkers, and beyond. No pressure, no egos, and all local talent. Tax-paying artists, bully.
And no more flying cats.
Father Figure further learned of Tag Art's website, tagartcompany.com, where he could see samples of work and not just trust a stranger with a great phone voice.
He did have a great phone voice.
So the next time you need to bring the fun to your party, college, office, mitzvah, reception, or general wacky-doo shindig...
They do wacky-doo, too?
They truly do. For you, too. No poo. So get the tag team, and you'll know why they say, Tag, we're it.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Hey, girls, want to go to a group class?
class at Speece tonight? I think I'm headed to spin class. The upbeat music and the energetic instructors help me enjoy exercising.
Well, I want to go to yoga. There's nothing better than a calming workout after a stressful day at the office.
I've heard they have Aqua Zumba, but I don't have a Speece membership. How can I try to see if I like it?
Simply bring in Comet ticket stub to receive a free 1-week trial. With over 100 group class times, Speece Fitness has a variety of classes to fit anyone's schedule and fitness routine. All group and aqua classes are free to members. Speece Fitness is the premier club offering the most services and amenities in Fort Wayne. In addition to the clean, spacious facility and amazing staff, Speece also offers flexible membership plans, corporate and insurance discounts, and affordable child care. Visit Speece Fitness, located conveniently off I-69, and bring your Comet ticket stub to receive a free 1-week trial.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne. Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
My other boys coming up over the 1st of April. All righty. See what we've got going here. Boy, there were lots of stuff to pay in that particular case, but we got it taken care of. And, of course, now that things are free and clear, Joe Ernst is standing by. And Joe's got the unenviable job of being the cop in this league, among other things. When the boys go bad, then he's got to deal out a little justice. And how's it been going this year, Joe?
You know what? For the most part, it's been pretty good. We've had a few different incidents. Last week we had a few where each team lost to injury from hits. You know, probably 2 key guys. You know, in Missouri there with Jesse Root and Al and Aaron Jens to injuries that resulted in suspensions and stuff. But you know what? For the most part, it's been pretty quiet. You know, we get our odd things here and there, but I mean, the speed of the game is so fast. The guys are going to get caught in different spots.
Yeah.
The extracurricular stuff, you know, we had a little incident earlier this year in Rapid City, you know, with guys leaving the bench, and, you know, it looked like the olden days, shall we say.
Yeah, you don't see much of that anymore ever.
But, you know what, for the most part, the teams are concentrating on playing hockey, which is a good thing, and it says a lot about where we are in the league, that, you know what, it's skill and speed rather than, you know, say the extra BS from my end of it. So it's been good.
And if you're old and slow and you play D, you better be able to cover your territory.
Exactly.
Man, these kids come firing in on you like bullets.
Yeah, it's amazing. They're all. I was talking to Randy down there, you know, before we were talking about and Don, and we're talking about the size of players. You know, he said, you know, the guys used to be 5'10" and 170 pounds, and now they're 6'2", 225 pounds. And I said the ice surface hasn't grown, but the players have grown, and we wonder why there's injuries
the
and
space
everything
has
else.
shrunk,
Yeah, it's you know, the guys have gotten bigger and faster, and the rinks have stayed the same, and we're wondering why, you know, there's injuries and everything else.
What's next? Making a bigger rink?
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but you know what? There's I don't think the buildings can handle it, but there's not much room to move. That's for sure. But it's become a skilled, fast hockey, skilled, fast game, which is good. And it's entertainment. The last two, you know, the first 5 periods of this series here have been really entertaining. You know what? We've had some physical play, a few fights, some goals, and some good saves, and it's been a good 5 periods of hockey.
Well, I know you as the sheriff don't really advocate fighting, and I don't either, because that's not the game. But once in a while, fighting is a part of a game resulting from play or whatever, and it's going to happen. You're never going to completely legislate it out, and even if they do, they're still going to fight.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm kind of a little bit old school, where I think it has a part. Yeah. But I don't think it's a small part compared to where it used to be is maybe a middle of the road part. And it's just, it keeps everybody honest. It keeps the we'll say the less skilled guys from going after the real skilled guys, because now they know they have to answer the bell if they want to do something. And I mean, I don't advocate it either. There's injuries, everything else. I was talking to Roscoe before the game last night, and as you know, he was a tough player when he played, and he said it was a tough job. He said, he would sit up at night thinking, oh my God, what do I got to do? Tomorrow night and everything else, and I couldn't imagine being one of those type of players and having to go through that. But it's the fighting, I think, has a little part in the game. But I think if you get rid of it, I think you're going to have more issues than you have now, for sure.
Yeah, you're giving guys with not all that courage a license to do things they'd never do.
Yeah, exactly.
We had a referee years ago who was an old National Leaguer. His name was Hal Jackson. He played in Detroit and Chicago. Came into the old IHL. Was an excellent referee. In fact, the guys liked him because he almost coached him a little bit. If he saw somebody who was going to get creamed in the corner, he'd say, "Get your head up." Boom, and away they'd go. But if he had a contentious game, before he ever dropped the puck, he'd go to both benches and he'd say to the coaches and the captain, "Now, if there's a fight out there and the two guys fighting are there, anybody that interferes with that fight, automatic game." And, I mean, he meant it. One night he threw 3 guys out on one play with game misconduct, and they didn't believe him. You should have seen how things changed.
Well, exactly. That'll get their attention in a hurry.
And then again, when you isolate one-on-one, only the gunslingers are going to fight.
It almost got crazy the other night there, and I don't know if you made the trip or not to Evansville, but
it was pretty
almost escalated. It was a whole bunch of nothing really, but it almost escalated. But I'm sure that guy I don't remember him from back in the day, obviously, but
he was a good hockey player.
We teach our guys, and it's just perfect that you brought that up, because we teach our guys communication. And we tell them we stress it and stress it and stress it from the officiating side. Communicate, because you know what, when you're communicating, you're involving yourself in the game with the players and the coaches.
And you're the team.
Yeah, and if you make a mistake, you know what, and you communicate and say, you know what, I missed it, or you know what, I didn't see it happen. They accept it, but they don't accept the guys saying, well, you know what, it didn't happen and everything else. I mean, if you communicate, and we tell our guys, you know what, you can add fuel to the fire by not communicating, or you can douse the fire by having good communication. And I think that separates the really good referees from the average referee.
Honesty is the best policy yet, there's no doubt.
Exactly.
And if you make a mistake when everybody has been pretty well aware you might have made a mistake, you suddenly become a guy they say he's okay. If you say, okay, I blew that one, it's blah, 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 doesn't mean a thing, play.
Exactly. I mean, when you start, and nowadays with video, the way video it is, you can't hide. You know what, if something happens and, you know what, you're looking right at it or something, I mean, if you're saying something totally different, you lose respect that way. And it hurts you from that end of it. So it's been, we stress communication, so I'm glad you brought that up about him as far as how we dealt with it and everything else, because it's a great way to get respect and be accepted as an official.
I see that the attitude of your officials has changed, I mean, in a positive manner. There were a couple, and it was just their psyche, but they were kind of confrontational. Or if they were marginal on a call, they would get kind of snippy and one more and you're out of here. And I mean, and of course, when a player sees he's got a guy's back like that, he's going to throw some trash at him, and it's going to cost everybody. Yeah, well,
Mike Pierce, who does a lot of supervising and stuff for me, we call those misconducts and the unfortunately, we call those the hurt feeling misconducts and unfortunately. So, we tell him, like, listen, you know what, Mike has a line, and I can't say the word, but it says, sometimes you have to eat a blank sandwich, which is...
That's right.
And sometimes you have to eat a blank sandwich.
And the blank sandwiches taste terrible.
Exactly. But you know what? Sometimes you have to eat those. And you know what? It makes you better. You know, when instead of running and saying, okay, go sit in the box for 10 minutes. Because that doesn't do anything. There's times in a place where, you have to say, go sit down for 10, you're not getting it. You might have already talked to the coach and everything else. But you know what? Getting that respect and building that communication, that's key. So.
Well, it's a tough job at best. As you say, the game is big, the game is fast, and it's so instantaneous and always of an explosive nature. So you don't have a chance to sit and look at it. It's right now, boom, make it.
And it happens quick. It sure does. So, but while we got you here, because I know we're running out of time, we were talking off the air, but that was a heck of a thing that NBC did and Doc Emmerich for you.
That was it was a great thrill for me. You know, Joe, I've been toiling around for a lot of years, and I'm not there to wait for NBC to do a documentary. And when it happened, I mean, it was like Christmas. I couldn't believe it.
It was. They did a great job, and you know what? It showed you well, and the Komets, the league.
And it was good for the league,
and everything. But you know what? It was good for you that they did it and everything else. And you know, just watching with Doc Emmerich, you know, I think it kind of. You know, he was a little bit emotional when you seen him on NBC.
He was.
And
we had a great time that night, you know. And he came up and we did the third period together. And I'm so proud of him. From the time he was a 14-year-old kid, he's just evolved to the guy, man. There's no doubt.
I love listening to him and everything on the NBC, and he's so knowledgeable. And it's just not hockey. The stuff
and he knows the history of the game, unreal.
Bringing up the birthdays. And
he tells great stories.
Yeah, all the birthdays. I had a chance to meet him in Ottawa at the airport 3-4 years ago. I was with Mr. Kelly. We were at the NHL All-Star game leaving, and I had a chance to meet him. And you know, he just seems like a really good guy, and it was really nice that he did that for you.
Well, you're a good guy too, and I appreciate you stopping.
Not everybody says that, but I appreciate
all right. I want to make you feel as nice as you can.
I appreciate
Where are you going tomorrow?
I'm going home for a couple of days, and
it'll be nice to get home and have a pleasant time.
A couple of days, and then back on the road. It's getting to that playoff time.
Joe, nice to see you. It's been a while. Good luck. We'll see you in the playoffs, if not sooner.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Joe Ernst, my guest. We'll be back with third period hockey in a minute. This is Komet Hockey.
Hey, it's me, your checking account. Listen, there was some suspicious activity like a week ago. I meant to tell you earlier, but I forgot. Sorry.
We were curious. Wouldn't you rather have a checking account that puts you in the know faster and helps stop account fraud faster? Open a Fifth Third checking account with instant alerts at 53.com/alerts and get transaction notifications right to your phone. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. Member FDIC. $50 minimum deposit to open a checking account. Mobile data and text message charges may apply. Contact provider for details. Subject to internet banking terms and conditions.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the values you've been looking for on all the new 2016 models. Starting at $16,405, the all-new 2016 Dodge Dart is already a bestseller with great fuel economy and sporty looks. Now get incredible savings and low monthly payments on this new model. The Ram 1500 pickup, two-time truck of the year with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. Also, check out our new line of commercial Pro Master vans for all your work needs. Chrysler has perfected the family vehicle with the Chrysler Town & Country. 7-passenger seating, dual TV, satellite radio, and all with a great price and exceptional value. See the complete lineup of new Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, Komets with the puck working out of their zone. They made a turnover a minute ago that almost cost them. And now it's Quad City with the puck taken away by Paul Crowder. Couldn't hold it. Up with it now, Niederforov, and he heads to the Fort Wayne line, dumps it off to Nagle, who goes to the net. Can't play it. Here's Crowder coming back, leading the rush. He's got help with Soul. Cody's there, front of the net, and it's pulled away as Crowder couldn't get to it. Back out it comes at center ice, going hard to the Fort Wayne line. McCadden breaks it up. Now down on the zone, turned right back up the wall. Go for it. Making the reach. Here they come. Komets on their way, charging to center. Nicely in the zone. Drive, save. Turned off the far wall. Up they come on a forecheck. That's good so far. Komets fight their way to the puck. Niedermiel pins his man to the wall. Here comes Quad City back up ice at the Fort Wayne zone. And the Komets have it back. Start into the defense here where we can get this thing going. Up they come over center ice, ripped into the zone hard that time, as it's Weber who sends it deep behind the net. Komets get their line change, and here comes Quad City again, all the way into the corner. Going to chase this one down is going to be Baptista. He's nailed on the play. Around they come. Komets get going with it. You can't drift the puck away. You got to be sharp, smash those good old passes and click them. Here we come. Now we're going. Bad pass right away from Bélisle. Here they come back into the Fort Wayne zone. Komets have it back. Off behind the net, played by Bélisle. Bélisle now has to send it behind the net again. Komets are forechecked right off the puck, but Beaupre coming up with it. They're all over everybody now, and Beaupre's got to move it. Keep it coming over center. Dump it deep if you have to. Shot wide. Picked up on the corner. Komets first in on the puck. Rubbed off the play, but they still control it down the wall, around to the point, right side. They try to hold it in the zone. As unable to keep it in was Bélisle. Komets at their own blue line have it back. Belisle's got it. Sends it in left wall. They look again. All the way across the front of the net. Make a bad pass and can't get it to the point. Turned wide. Foot race on for this one. Going after it hard Knight, but he's beat to the play by Southorn. Here come the Komets. Back up ice. Come on, Southie. Move it. And they're in the middle of a line change, and Southorn wasn't aware of that, and he tries to dump it in the corner. Good thing that Batista never touched it, or he'd have had himself too many men on the ice. Here they come, back out at center. Komets on the move. Szydlowski, and he goes. He's across the zone, and a weak pass there went nowhere at all. And here they come back, Fort Wayne zone. Sid picks it back up, and here we come the other way again. At center, Crowder leaves it off into the zone. Schaafsma takes a look. He's bumped off the play and hit hard on the puck that time by Gudbranson. Here comes Quad City into the Fort Wayne zone. Wide right side, picked off the wall by M. Barchot, and we have it down behind the net. Komets work their way back. On the way at center. Unable to get through. Weber feeds to Cody Soul. Soul coming up the middle. Into the zone. They come hard. Drive high. Hanging on. Masico. And there will be a whistle. 16:20 to go. Period number 3. 3-3 Komets and Quad City. And this is Komet Hockey.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Speece Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Komets dump the puck, going after it in the corner. Baptista trying to center it, taken away on the rush now. Warning for Quad City into the zone. Poked away, but held live inside the line. Carey, high right point. Komets take it away. Move it. As pulled off the play hard that time was Bélisle, and he was looking to see if there was going to be a call on it, which there wasn't. Komets on the back check have it again. This time picked off by Baptista. He sends it off the defense. Move it out. Nice lead pass, but unable to handle it was Kyle Thomas. Thomas can't get a play on it. Here they come. Fort Wayne zone. Charging down right side is Knight. Knight has it blocked, and out at center ice, they're all over the place. Komets get it back again. Dumped to center. And just coming on the ice, Szydlowski couldn't get a stick on it. Back it comes as it's sent wide of the Fort Wayne net on a little floppy one by Gibson. Komets trying to come out. They leave it. Now they've got it back. Running up the line, Szydlowski. He's got help. Trailer on the play, as that was going to be the Komets centerman, Crowder, coming up to cover. Now they get around one. Out front, it's a puck that's lost as Knight up the slot picks it off, and here we come with Nikiforov. And he has to dump it up the left side into the Fort Wayne zone. They got a man out front, couldn't get a shot away. And they split the defense again. As look out right through the goal crease. They're coming at you one more time. Nikiforov, and he couldn't hold the pass, and at center ice, Gudbranson picks it up. Up the middle he comes. Lead pass going in left wing as the little Russian Nikiforov trying to set it up again. They block it in the neutral zone. Komets had it, but offside the call. 13:54 to go. It is period 3. 3-3 Komets and Quad City, and this is Komet Hockey.
It's Chevy Truck Month. What do you want in a family of trucks? Dependability? Capability? Best-in-class available V8 fuel economy? What if you can get all of this and more? Meet the all-new 2016 Silverado 1500, the new face of strong. Now during Truck Month, see why Chevy is the fastest-growing pickup brand. See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers. Best-in-class fuel economy with 5.3-liter V8 engine. EPA estimate 16 city, 23 highway MPG two-wheel drive based on latest year-to-year sales growth.
Emergency Radio Service is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. ERS is a Motorola partner in Fort Wayne, providing wireless voice and data systems that allow organizations across Indiana to operate their businesses more efficiently. Reach out to ERS at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers2way.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
3-3 on the board. 13 minutes left in the match as Quad City back on the attack. Monfredo going into the zone. Met at the blue line. Taken away from him. Will Weber back with the puck. Feeds it up the wall. Take a look. Go for it. Unable to get there in time. Komets break it up. Keep it in the zone for a moment. Now they get it back. Spinning off is Weber. Komets go in. Hit on the wall. Thomas. But the Komets have it. There's nobody coming in to help out on the corner. Down they come. Komets still work on the forecheck, but it is backup ice as Quad City comes to center. Ripping it into the Komet zone is Jared Knight, and the Komets have to make the play back into the corner. It flips up onto the screen, and there will be a whistle on the play for an offside call with 12:27 to go in the game, and we are tied 3 goals apiece, and this is Komet Hockey.
The Fort Wayne Holiday Inn next to the Memorial Coliseum is the official hotel of the Fort Wayne Komets. The hotel has special Komet hockey packages that include deluxe room accommodations, plus 2 tickets to a Komets home game. Enjoy dinner before the game at the Mastodon Grill, or a drink after the game in the Faculty Lounge. With 6,000 square feet of banquet facilities, the Fort Wayne Holiday Inn is perfect for your holiday parties. Call 482-3800.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Komets try to get something going, but they couldn't make the play. Front of the net. What a play, Nagle, right in front of the goal. Their guy was there, and he still can't figure what happened on that one. As he's shaking his head. Nackstedt thought he had the goal. And guess who had it? Pat Nagle, the save of the game, bar none. So they're shaking their head on that one. Nackstedt thought, sure, he had his stick up in the air, thought it was in. Pat says, look here what I got in my glove. Yeah, hi there. What a save, what a save. Those are the kinds you need when you're trying to win a hockey game. And the Komets, after a bad first period, are trying to win a hockey game. Here we come back up ice. Nice lead pass going to center. Komets keep it coming to the line. Into the zone. It is Kyle Thomas to drive. Came off the far wall. Turned back up the boards. Collins coming to center. They're after him. Fort Wayne comes up with the puck at their own blue line, jamming it loose. As it's Sevelrud coming out on his way, goes to center. Lead pass is good as Sevelrud. That's a pretty hard run that time from Eberle. Down they come across the zone. In behind the net, Komets with Eberle again. They're going to run him again. And this time the Komets have the puck. Left on the play and out to center. Here we come again. Boy, the Komets are playing this thing like they're not quite sure. Whoa, bouncer. Flipped way up in the air by Beaupre. It came down in front of the net. Masico all of a sudden said, oh my, here it is. Took a funny bounce and he grabbed it. 11-12 to go in the match. We're tied 3-3. 26-20 shots on goal favor the Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being and take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, we're ready to go with it again, and they're banging the way down there a little bit. See where the puck is. It's in behind the goal line for the Quad City Mallards, but the offside will take the face-off back in the neutral zone anyway with a half a period to go, and we're tied at 3. Oh, boy. Coming at you one more time. It will be Leo Thomas in the face-off. Got a piece of the draw. Down in deep they come. The forechecker McCadden trying to catch up with the puck. Couldn't make it. Back they come now, though. Oh, at center ice, it's Coldwell dumping it into the Fort Wayne zone. Look out. As around they come off the far wall. Go for it. And it went wide again. Komets get it. This time will be an icing as Weber just trying to no icing called. Oh, yes. Picked off by Coldwell. Komets get their line change. Here comes Quad City back up, and at center driving his knight to the Komet line. Can't get through. Off on the wall. Turned aside. Moving his guy deep in the corner. Harmonic. They battle for it down the wall. Southorn's got it loose. Here comes Southie looking for room. He's got to get on his horse in a hurry. He's over center. Into the zone he goes. High glove. Masiko's got it and takes the whistle. The faceoff will stay inside the Quad City zone. After this one tonight, Wednesday it'll be Wheeling. Friday it'll be Toledo. Saturday it will be Evansville. So a lot of home ice coming at you. Hope you get a chance to see it, and don't forget to bring your non-perishable stuff with you. Here they come back in the corner. Crowder chasing his guy around the far wall. Try to jam it out. It comes to center. Komets get it back. Here's Szydlowski now. Sid up the near wall. Leaves it on the play. As Schaafsma back to Sid. Back to Schaafsma up the wall. He's going to get caught. And he's jammed off the play as they pick his pocket. Nikiforov comes up with it, and the Komets get it again. Here they come one more time. Schaafsma covers his guy. In goes Sid across the line. He still had it. Schaafsma's got it back. Couldn't get it cleared. Now back up they come to the Fort Wayne zone. Komets with it one more time. Schaafsma into the defense. Southie coming back as it'll be Crowder. Into the zone he goes. Picked off the puck. Back comes Quad City one more time. Tipped in by Nikiforov, and the Komets go deep in their own zone to make the play. Line change out now as Komets try to get them changed one at a time. Here we come up the left wing, going hard to center. Over the line, tipped into the corner. We have an icing call. One more stride. They'd have been inside the line, made the thing go. Couldn't get it done. 9:04 left in the match. We're tied 3-3. Komets and Quad City. This is Komet Hockey.
Trust the doctors that IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
If you treated your smartphone like greasy fast food treats your body,
Should I hang the picture here?
a little higher. Yeah, perfect.
I'll get the hammer.
No, don't be silly. I'll use my phone.
Wait!
You'd have no way to watch cat videos. So say no to greasy fast food and treat your body to the new rotisserie-style chicken sandwich from Subway. Made with tender, hand-pulled, all-white meat chicken raised without antibiotics. With your choice of fresh veggies on freshly baked bread. The Subway Sandwich Shop. Fresh is what we do.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, Komets dump the puck deep around behind the net, going hard into the corner. Barzik nails his guy. Puck still loose. Komets keep it in the zone. Now cleared. Center. Here comes Quad City. Warning to the Fort Wayne line. Drops it off on the play. Drive high. Rebound from the net. Saul just clears it out. There'll be an icing call. So the icing takes the face-off all the way back in the Komet zone. 7:50 still to go in the match. 3-3 is the score. It's turned out to be a barn burner. So off to the left of Pat Nagle. We're ready to do it again. Into the face-off, Leo Thomas. And Leo has just been unbelievably good with the face-offs. He squares away against Nagle. This time Nagle gets it. Cleared front of the net. Komets try to clear it wide. Never got their pass away. All the way into the zone. Komets good hit that time, as it was that time Thomas who took his guy clear. Here's Leo again. Feeds it off on the wing right side, but too far away, as following up the play was McCadden, but he couldn't get it done. Here we come one more time, dropping the pass loose to the D-man Manfredo. He's met at center ice. They try to jam it into the zone, which they do. No icing called on this play, and the Komets get a line change with 7:17 left. They send it in Fort Wayne zone. Going after it, Fort Wayne gets the touch-up on the D, and the icing now in favor of the Komets goes back inside the Quad City line. 7:12 still on the clock. 3-3 still on the board. And it's gotten pretty crazy once they got it started. IU a big winner, 73-67, as they take care of the Kentucky Wildcats tonight in NCAA play. Crowder in now trying to block his guy, who happened to be Nagle, and they'll drop it all over again. He's got it. Shot wide of the net. Picked off behind the goal now. Komets sent it out at the point. Drive, save. Clear to the corner that time. As right on the money, Masiko got just enough of it. Here we go again. Down in the corner, they're there. In front of the net. Oh, and Schaafsma couldn't make it go. Round the boards, they chase it down again. Crowder's got it. Schaafsma all the way up top. Broken up, and it comes back into the Fort Wayne zone. After it in a hurry, Hamonic. It'll be no icing. And here we come. Hamonic looking around. He's trying to find the right place for it. Tipped nicely into the zone. Crowder after it goes in, ties his guy up on the wall. Puck comes in, kept alive by the Komets. Then they lose it. Sent into the D, back around the wall. Nicely sent into the corner by Crowder, who's hit after he completes the pass. 6:20 still left. 3-3 the tie. Moving up, Pochiro to the Fort Wayne line. Back into the corner. Here we come. Poked wide on the wall. Right back it comes, and on the corner, dug out by Eberle. And Eberle had it, couldn't play it. Komets get it back. Nicely touched up, but unable to get to it, Kyle Thomas. The defense for Quad City, Gibson sends it wide left into the Fort Wayne zone. Knocked loose, turned to the corner by Pochiro, and the Komets skate down with it again. Up with it and on the move, Baptista. Baptista had a stop behind the net. They have got one forecheck up there, and he's halfway out, warning, and they can't seem to move him. Here we come again. Baptista pushed it, played it, backhanded it, sends it all the way to the Quad City line, where it's recovered by Gudbranson. Gudbranson back up left wing, moving his knight to the Fort Wayne line. Rubbed off the puck, and behind the net, oh, look out. Crowder had to, I should say not Crowder, Nagle had to come out of his net. Here they come, left side. Nice save. As into the goal crease that time, Cody Soul had to cover his guy. They're all over the place trying to make it work. Here they come down to the line. Almost stolen by the forecheck of Bélisle. Komets change in a hurry. Here comes Quad City dumping in behind the Fort Wayne net. Talk to him, Pat. All right, it's going to be Cody Soul behind the net for the K's. 5 minutes left in the match. 3-3 the score. Looking, everybody changes. Nobody's moving. Here's Saul. He's got some daylight now. Works to make a move. First pass has got to be a good one. The forecheck is Nikiforov, and they go all the way into the far corner as it's an icing call. Saul couldn't find a place, fired it down, take the icing, and now the faceoff's back in the Fort Wayne zone. 4:42 still left in this match. We're tied at 3. This is Comet Hockey.
Maybe it's hot out today, or maybe it's cold, but this weather's got you thinking about heading to the bar for an ice-cold Coors Light. Maybe it's a bar built into the steep cliff face of the Rocky Mountains with a waterfall that pours down on a multitude of Coors Lights, chilling them with the frigid power of a Rocky Mountain stream. You order one and it suddenly appears in your hand. It's so cold you feel like a giant eagle riding on cool winds, content with your foray into Rocky Mountain country. Forgot about the weather already, didn't you? Thanks, Coors Light. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Great beer, great responsibility.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
A little tilt down in front of the net there as Will Weber growling at somebody. No further action on the play. And see who they were growling at. Can't tell from here, but they're going to call a little timeout here and take some breathing space, and we're going to see what we can do with the last couple of minutes. We're 3-3 on the board, the Komets and the Quad City Mallards. This is Comet Hockey.
Want to know what makes the new Tim Hortons croissant breakfast sandwich so special? Some say it's the delicious savory sausage. Or is it, as they say, this ooey gooey cheesiness? Or maybe the fluffy egg omelette? But we all know what makes it extra special. The buttery croissant. Baked fresh in le restaurant every day. It gives your mornings a va-va-voom. You must try the new croissant breakfast sandwich. Just $2.99 plus tax from the Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting breakfast, amazing coffee. At participating U.S. restaurants, prices may vary by region.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
They had on the telestrator showing a duel between Szydlowski and one of his buddies on Alaska's Aces. And Sid just positively chopped him apart. And when he hit him with an uppercut, the guy's hat flew about 10 feet in the air. And when they got him back up, Sid had nailed him right in the snoot. And he had himself a pretty red nose. Here we come as Crowder goes for the draw. Picked up by Harmonic. Finds he's got a little daylight. Works his way out to center. Here he goes by one. Drives it over the line. Tries to dump it in the zone, but it's picked off there. And back it comes to Pochiro. Pochiro feeds off on the D right side, trying to move their way back out as they take plenty of time trying to open up the ice. And they got to leave it in the right spot. Here they come back into the Fort Wayne corner. Firing it right up the wall, and they turn it at the wrong play. Whoa! Right behind the net. Look out! Whoa, come on, man alive. You got yourself 3 minutes to go, and all of a sudden you go into your shell. 2 chances. Thank you, Pat Nagle. Or it would have been 4-3 in favor of Quad City right now. So we will see where we go from here. Huh? Wednesday night, Wheeling's in town, 7:30. Friday night, it'll be the Toledo Walleyes at 8 o'clock, and on Saturday, Evansville. 3 home games in the week. Don't you miss them. Komets go in, fight for the play. They come back to center ice. It's chipped away, and the Komets can't cut through the back side of it as McCadden is held up, and I believe they'll call an icing against the Komets. 3:43 still on the clock, and we have a 3-3 tie here between the Komets and Quad City. It's a battle. Sam Warning now into the face-off as it's picked off by Leo Thomas. Thomas trying to come up the wall, and I don't know why we have just a possessiveness that says you got to go one way only. Here we come down to the zone. Komets are out front again. They've got it back, taking a look in front of the net. Pulled away as trying to break down into the corner. That time the Komet forecheck. Nicely played by Will Weber. Stopped it at center ice, drives it back in the corner. Here's Leo Thomas, gets by one, turned off the boards, came up the half wall left side, turned off by Knight to center. Komets try to play it. They've got 2 men in, going to the Fort Wayne zone, and around they come into the corner, off the far wall. Komets try to get a move on it at center ice, and they get 1 player off the ice, and here we come. All the way inside the line. Komets chase it down deep in the corner. Szydlowski watches. They keep it alive in the zone again. Komets press with 2:40 still to go. 3-3 the score. Back we come. Moving out. Gibson on his way. Left wing going to the Fort Wayne line. McMillan. McMillan dumps it deep. Left behind the net by the Komets' Nagle. And 2 of the Quad City players collide. Komets going deep. Beaupre ties up his guy. Puck comes loose. Archambault trying to play it. Komets get it back. All the way across rink, and it's cleared to center ice. At least it's out to center, and that's what you wanted at that particular moment. As Jamie Schaafsma gets it out of trouble. Now it's going to be Quad City off behind the net. Dumped there by Goodbranson, and at center, Komets cover it up again. They get it back. Here we come into the zone. All the way deep right side, heading into the corner hard. It's Schaafsma out front. He flips a little backhander. Can't get it to go. Here we come again. Schaafsma still got it. Out front drive, and he's just interfered with as he went to play it. It's shoveled up the right wall. Archambault trying to play it. Schaafsma, good forecheck in the corner. Komets get it back again. Here is Crowder. Crowder hits, still has it. Up top, go, go, go. Ah, come on. Shoot it, Southie. He had the, oh, and the Komets out front as Leo Thomas is ganged up on in front of the net. They about had it where they wanted it that time. Now back in the corner we come. Can't move. Crowder can't play. Komets with a lane change. Here they come as Nikiforov going into the zone all the way to the corner. Can't play it. Southorn back up the wall. And here come the Komets. It is Bélisle, cross rink at center. Played by Thomas, going cross rink nicely into the zone. Here we go. Up top, trying to move it. Thomas can't get the play. Kept at the line. Komets had it for a minute. Weber's chased it down at the Komet blue line. Feeds off to Saul. Back to Weber. Inside the line. 55 seconds to go. Bad pass cross rink, but it's covered there by Saul. Dumped to center. Played off instead by Baptista, who sends it into the Fort Wayne corner. Turned wide. Unable to get to it that time was the Komet winger Kyle Thomas. Back in the corner. Has taken a hard run with Pochero. Komets have it. Here they come into the attacking zone. Looking around. Off behind the net. On the far wall. Here comes Saul. Keeps it alive deep in the corner. Komets cover the corner. As out on the point goes Bélisle. Komets have it in there again. Here's a drive. Knocked down front of the net again. Up top we come one more time. At the net. Knocked down again. Komets keep it alive in the corner one more time. Turned off around the wall. Picked up by Baptista. Had his man covered up. They move it into the corner. 8 seconds left. Here they come at center. Manfredo coming to the Komet line. Driven off the play nicely and down behind the net. Look out. Came back up the far wall. They leave it go on a buzzer. We have 3-3 at regulation. OT will be next. The Komets and the Quad City Mallards. Shots on goal total for the night 27-24. Wow. What a grinder, eh? The Komets had 3. 7 for Quad City as they tried to dominate a little bit in the period, but it just did not work out. So we're going to go 3-on-3 for 5 and see what happens there. We're tied at 3. And this is Komet Hockey.
Auto Care on the Go is auto care that comes to you. We build our business from the ground up based on integrity and honesty. Your vehicle will be professionally repaired on site by Auto Care on the Go. Our certified master mechanic team has over 28 years of auto repair experience. Auto Care on the Go will repair your vehicle and your activities never stop. Call 574-200-9945 or visit www.autocareonthego.com. Auto Care on the Go. Proud sponsors of the Komets and auto mechanic service to fit your busy life. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, here we come with a little 3-on-3 hockey. Let's look around the EACHL and see what's going on. Official final. Elmira at home beats Manchester 4-3. Also, Greenville was Atlanta and knocked Atlanta off 5-0. In South Carolina, South Carolina beats Florida 2-1. Those are the only finals so far. Evansville leading Toledo 3-1 with 1:09 left in the third. Reading and Norfolk tied 1-1 in OT. 3-3. Quad City Komets, we're ready to go 3-on-3 here. Reading at Norfolk 1-1 with 3:19 in OT still to go. Brampton leading Indy 3-1, and that is with 18 minutes to go in the third. Here are the Komets. Into the zone they go. Turned all the way deep now by Severud. Sends it behind the net. Back up with it now will be Quad City. Knight coming along. Jared Knight. They're trying to get their man to break out. He gets a give and go pass. Comes to the Fort Wayne line. Cuts across the defense. Going wide left side. His shot. Save. And they go hanging on. 4:39 left in the OT. We're tied 3-3 at the end of regulation. They turn them around. New group out now for Fort Wayne. It will be Southorn along with Crowder and Schaafsma, I believe. We'll see who the other winger is. Here they come. Work for it in the corner. Southie's there. Sweeps his guy off the puck. No, it was Kyle Thomas. He's got it yet. Here he goes. He's still on it. Into the zone he goes wide. Shot. Save. As Thomas beat the D, got the shot. Good save by Masico. And when he got down there, he squeezed it and hung on. Faceoff now stays inside the Quad City zone. Still 4.5 to go in the OT. We've spent only 30 seconds worth. See what else we have going. All right, one more time. Komets get the draw. Look out. Move it back into the corner. Going after it, Crowder. Crowder nails his guy. Takes Archambault off the puck. Up they come again. Loose puck all the way to center ice. Race on for this one. And take a look as Southorn's going to get caught. Nope, behind the net. He's finally chased off Manfredo. And he still can't get the play. Chased away, but here we come. Crowder moves into the zone, has help on the play. He's out front. Picked off instead this time by Kyle Thomas. Kyle's there. He goes around left side. He's out front. Drive at the side of the net. He had it again. He's got it again. Another shot. Hanging on. As this time it is Masico up with another big save. That was a good shift for Kyle Thomas. He really worked hard and got something done besides. Just a tough competitor. What a kid. What a kid. All right, 3-3 is on the board, and we're 3:50 left in overtime. As back into the faceoff, Leo Thomas, who's done very well in the faceoff business. He got his guy tied up, goes into the corner, runs him off the puck. Here it comes. He still has his guy tied up. Gibson, though, trying to work his way out. Now at center ice, hanging is Neodemiel. And behind the net, it's Quad City trying to figure it out with 3.5 to go. Back to help out, Matt Carey circles behind the net. Here they come out the far side. Picked up on the plate. Carey coming to the Fort Wayne line. In he goes. He's there. Across the net. Couldn't shoot. Offside call against the Quad City Mallards. All righty. The battle is on. Still 3:26 on the clock. 3-3 the score. We are in OT. And there's a lot of games in overtime tonight here in the ECHL. And we'll cover them all as soon as we can. Right now, back we are in the neutral zone. Ready, set. As into the faceoff that time, Baptista. Here they come. Got a wide open side, but covering it up nicely now is Weber. Weber can't play it. Down into the zone. Looking out front. They score. Wide open. Nobody around within a mile. Wide open. Holy cow. Pat Nagle had no chance on that at all. And it came at 2:46 of OT. Final score 4-3, and that favors the Quad City Mallards. Wow. That wasn't even a contest the way that one broke out. He was all alone. I could have scored it, I swear. Yep. And here they come. Everybody having conversation, and they're getting Quad City off the ice as the Komets salute their team before they head into the dressing room. First guy in, Nagels, and he is upset.
Snap out of our shot on goal in overtime. Quad City had 2 for a game total of 26. The Komets with 2 for a game total of 29. Quad City goal is 6th of the season, scored by number 7, Austin Coldwell. Assisting on the goal, number 23, Kevin Gibson, and number 13, Zach Pachiro.
So that's our story, as Coldwell the hero, and the assist on it will go to Gibson and Eberle, as Eberle's in on about everything they do there. This kid is an unbelievably good hockey player. Each team had 2 shots on goal in the OT, and that's a tough way for Nagle to have to lose it, because he was left stripped. Nobody around at all. I think Coldwell was so excited he didn't know what to do with it, but he did bury it. And he was all alone. There was nobody within 10 feet of him. Bang, bang, and it was over. Post-game show coming at you in just a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Hey, we have some good news for the new year. Eating a little better just got a lot easier because Applebee's took grill and bar favorites you love and made them a little better for you. Stop by today and try our new grilled onion sirloin with stout gravy, shrimp wonton stir fry, or hot shot whiskey chicken starting at $9.99. All of the bold flavor, less of the calories. Only at Applebee's. Price and participation varies.
Bees Late Night means half-price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. Welcome to the Comet Hockey postgame show, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Here's Bob Chase.
Not a happy one. Komets, who just did not show up in the first period at all, as it was Quad City. Eberle at 8:53 made it 1-0. Eberle back at 13:48, 2-0. And then the Komets awakened in the second period. Southorn at 6:32 made it 2-1. Bélisle assisted. Schaafsma at 6:50 got the second goal of the night. Crowder had an assist on that one, as well as Szydlowski. And right after we got that done at 8:27, bang, here they come. And it's McMillan at 8:27. A wasted effort for a while, and it stayed 3-2 until Szydlowski finally got the Komets even on that one at 13:28 of the second, and the assist went to Southorn and the goaltender Nagle. Went all the way through the third period, nothing happened. They finally got into the OT, and at 2:46 of the OT, that's when it all happened. And it was Caldwell who gets the winning goal in overtime. So the Mallards walk out of here with 4. The Komets head home with 1. So it was not a good weekend for Fort Wayne. Now they have a few days off, and they need them. They have been in just such a grueling schedule. I quite frankly was surprised they played as well as they did. Unbelievable. Right now, though, we're going to have a name to know player of the game, and in spite of all the things that happened and all the goals that were scored, if it hadn't been for Pat Nagle, we would have never made it to the overtime. And when we got there, Nags made a sensational save that he didn't know he had, but he did. So we're going to give Pat Nagle, the player of the game, a great name to know from tonight's game.